stream again?
I will.
I looked, and apparently somebody provided feedback that the main menu music for Tabletop Simulator is awful. That was over 2 years ago.
It's accurate. It's 100% accurate. Once
So it hasn't changed.
It's back in my head. Thanks, Zach.
Question: is the stream sound kind of working?
Yes, it is.
And everyone can
Hold on. I can hear people.
Could you hear music?
Hold on, I'm gonna have to take my headphones off to find out. Yes.
All right. I'll go back and delete that first attempt later. It only took 32 minutes to get a single cable unplug and replug sorted out.
Technology.
Yeah, I apologize for all the shenanigans, guys. I know that was probably pretty annoying for you guys.
It's some art for my wife.
Is she doing a tabletop game?
Nope. I need silhouettes of sea life so I can cut out and use it as decoration.
Painting?
Oh, that's fun.
No, I'm gonna stain it. It's gonna keep its wood color.
What kind of sea life are we talking about? It's like a seahorse?
Dolphin, manta ray, narwhal, octopus, seahorse, swordfish, turtles. Lots of turtles. She loves turtles. And 2 whales. Looks like a blue whale and the one with the flat nose.
Right. For the swordfish, you should absolutely do a silhouette of yourself.
I was just thinking that.
No,
His character.
This is legitimate. Our theme in our room is like ocean, beach, sea kind of thing.
Right.
So I'm trying to find things to add to the stuff I make to keep the theme.
You need a blobfish.
No, I don't.
Mugfish.
Some of the furniture looks like that already, so.
Just get a big ass like shark jaw set, complete with teeth.
Or a floating turtle, lionfish, dragonfish.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I talk to you guys at all.
Have you seen those lamps that have like the jellyfish inside of them?
You mean lava lamps?
It's kind of like a lava lamp, but it's got a jellyfish thing in it.
Like an actual jellyfish tank?
I don't think it's an actual jellyfish. I think it's like a lamp with like maybe a silicone jellyfish in it.
So what I want to do is I want to cut the shape out. So I'm making nightstand, bookshelf type things. So they're alternating sides, and on the sides that are existing, I want to cut a silhouette of something out. Put something in it and fill it with acrylic.
See, okay.
I really want to do some LED lights in there, but I think that might be pushing my skills. I mean, to be honest, I was already pushing them. I think that's going to go right over the edge.
I mean, I could 3D print you something and give you a simple circuit you could use to do that. However, the ones that I use right now are battery powered and they'd be a pain in the ass to change out.
Oh no, I've looked up the stuff I need to do that part. Like, that's not too complicated. It's drilling the holes in the wood to keep everything hidden, because nothing's going to be showing. I haven't decided if that's the route I'm going to take.
Okay. If you decide you want some 3D printed stuff, like, people with printers, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm here.
And you can shine light through PLA. It glows pretty cool.
I actually have some PLA I can give you that's translucent.
I mean, you thin it print enough and it's all translucent.
I have an entire 300-foot reel of it.
300 feet? Is it, like the kind we would use for, is it like, 4 millimeter? Millimeter? What's the width on?
1.75.
1.75 millimeter? That thing.
No idea. I had a 3D printer. I couldn't learn to use it. I messed it up trying to install new parts, and just gave up.
Oh.
Someone gave it to me. It wasn't like it cost me money.
We'll have to talk more about that, but since it's 8:36, let's go ahead and get started. Last time on Edge of the Empire, you guys separated as the party, and the smuggler and Gar and a couple of the others went through the Imperial checkpoint without the smuggled contraband to distract the Imperials, while the rest of you snuck through a cave and perilously braved this underground world that was full of interesting life and adventure. And then you eventually made your way back to your home district. Here, I'm gonna actually put you where you ended up. You got back in Ghost's character. Crikey, he's got himself a new pet. Everybody's reunited. You found out that the contraband you were smuggling was a Wookiee child. And that they were the lady that you originally started working for has been smuggling them off world. So good job on that. Also good job on, getting him back before the battery died. Yeah, good news all around. And when you came back, there was a Moncal at your door saying, "I have a Nexu problem, can you help me?" And you go like, yeah, we totally can, just, 5 minutes. It's actually been we're going to have a whole week pass here, as various different things are going to happen. I have specific things for Gar, and a specific thing for, what's this? Argon. For what's happened for you guys. Which one of you would like to go first?
Night night.
Good night.
Good night.
You know I love you.
Hello.
Sorry, old person was talking. I muted her.
Ah, okay.
But
There was lots of other people in the room. I was like, who wants to go? And nobody spoke up.
he can go first.
I like the way that works.
Yeah,
Argon.
he didn't speak up, so.
It's your turn. So, the thing that's going to happen for you is, you're going to get a couple of emails from various friends and associates asking what the hell happened with your two buddies. And, basically, they've been trying to reach out for help. I'm trying to look up their names real quick. Rogan and Yar. They got captured by the Imperials. You made no attempt to do anything about it. They've been tried and convicted and sent off to prison, and everyone's like, what the hell, man? What happened? How did you get out? And you're definitely getting some flack from the underworld, like, your name's turning into mud real fast because you didn't make any attempt to save your crew. And you've had some back dealing with that, and the worst part of that about it this week is that you found out that the families of those people have gotten together, and they put a bounty on your head. So now you've got the Black Sun and the families of some people that you dealt with looking after you. It's not been a good trip for you.
Sounds cool.
He's such a good friend.
Sounds cool. Is that your final answer?
No. So yeah, I guess we need to go in there and somewhat recover my name.
Your name. Much friends. Okay.
Friends, reputation, that kind of thing.
These two out here. Okay. And how are you going to go about accomplishing that? You've got about a week to play with of dead time before you guys get to go out on your next adventure.
Well, you said you've already actually, they've been tried, convicted, and they're already on a prison world?
They're on this world. They've been shipped to a prison on this world. Well, actually, you don't really know all of that info. You know they've been sent to prison.
Okay, so we need to find that information out, find out what prison they were sent to, and see if there's a way we can get them out.
Okay. How would you like to do this?
I mean, we.
That is a valid point. Usually the first step is going to your friends and being like, hey guys, I need help.
They're not our friends.
Eee.
If you want to know the real truth, tell us how much you're worth. What's your bounty, mate? This might get real interesting real quick.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right.
God, I wish I was bounty hunter. This would be the time.
It sounds real bad what happened to your buddies, mate. I mean, they got sent upstate, and your name's been smeared through mud.
Hold up. They got sent upstate because he let them get arrested, and then he just left them to deal with the system.
Oh, not just that. They took the rap for him. Like when they were doing the interrogation, I very specifically said that, you know, the Imperials were told that it was just them. Like they covered for him.
Sound like pretty good mates. I think you should probably try to do something about it.
Yeah, he's got to clear his name.
Are these the guys that,
Now you're getting it.
that flew the ship here?
Yes.
So, do you guys have any ideas or any contacts we might be able to use to be able to get some additional information about this planet and find out which specific prison they were sent to?
I have a question. So let's say we help you, and it goes horribly, and we get arrested, and you get away. Are you just going to leave us to go to jail through the system and die?
No, I will not.
How do we know that? You just did it to your other friends, and you definitely knew them better than us.
He'll go get another Wookiee and whatever what you are. He'll come back and he'll try to spring us. That's his modus operandi anyway.
Only if we find a way to slander his name.
Right.
Ouch.
I mean, for real, you said the first thing on your mind, and that was to clear your name. I'm all for getting your friends, because as a Wookiee, I'm all about family, and the friends that I have around, they are me family. So, if you've lost two of your family, I think we should try to get them back.
Yeah. Oh, so we're trying to make a TV show about hunting. It's definitely not springing people from Imperial prison.
Yeah, I feel like we can't film that.
I feel like you're
Right.
too busy cutting video to be part of the conversation.
I'll be quiet.
You're working.
But yeah, I hear the hooks, but also we don't want to have one of our characters pulled off because Imperials have come and taken him out. That's not going to make for a good show. That one of the main characters gets imprisoned halfway through the show.
Oh, did I explain that poorly? The Imperials are the only people who aren't looking for Argon. But the Black Sun and now a bunch of bounty hunters from the Bounty Hunters Guild are.
I mean, we could film him fighting bounty hunters and stuff. Like, that's perfectly legal.
You know what? I think one good way here, I think, might be an easy way of doing this is finding out the prison, finding out where they're at, and actually springing everybody in the prison.
I've got a heck of an echo from Greybeard. Is anyone else getting that?
Yeah.
Oh, are you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you playing on your speakers?
No, I'm not.
Talk
I have
again.
the same headphones I have.
Say something again.
No, I'm not. So, speaking on the same headsets I've used before.
That's weird.
That is weird.
It's not lighting anyone else's mic up, too. It's all him.
That's what I was just saying. I thought that, you know, maybe I was getting it from someone else's mic, but it's just his. That's super weird. It's not enough of an issue for me to pursue, though, after spending 30 minutes fighting sound already. Just be mindful of it, and if you can you go to push to talk, Greybeard, that would be appreciated, if you're not already.
Already am. I can unplug, plug it back in.
No.
Oh God, no! That's how all this started.
Right. I mean, there
He's
are
got
people
jokes.
around that have some information, like locals around here that know about the Imperial garrisons and prisons and things like that. So we could ask around, on the sly. Want to keep it on the down low, but we might be able to figure out where your buddies are, and then we could spring them.
So while we're working on that, I'm gonna go ahead and start Gar's thing too because it might actually interact with this. So about your first day back, the local marshal, who I totally have a token for over here somewhere. Marshal Vicor knocks on the door and asks for Gar.
I answer the door, and I tell him I can take a message. He's not here right now.
He holds up a hologram of you.
Oh, that does look a lot like him.
Sure does. Mr. Gar, I need to take you to my office to talk about some accusations that have been made against your person. I'd appreciate it if you came willingly.
What kind of accusations?
Malicious injury. Specifically biting off of one's hand.
Look at Crikey. Can I do that?
Who called this complaint for? Because Guy's been with me for a while.
Yeah, it's a Jawa named Kevon. And
Nudge Gar.
and he provided, and he hits another button, and all the video from your own drone cameras that were recording the event show it in real time. He's like, I really would appreciate it if we didn't have to make this too big of a deal, because when it gets to be too messy, the Imperials tend to get involved, and I don't think any of us want that.
All right, so let's say it's all peaceful and we go down there. Then what happens?
I talked to the magistrate about whatever charges are going to be filed, and since you're a first offender, it probably won't be too bad.
Define too bad.
I don't know. It depends on the plaintiff and the magistrate, but it's a Jawa, and it sounds like they're more interested in getting reparations than getting jail time.
He got paid.
We did pay him.
The Jawa got paid.
We gave him his arm back too.
He cocks an eye at you when you say he got paid. I'm pretty sure that doesn't change malicious wounding. Who grabbed the Jawas?
They were in my tray.
Uh-oh.
Right, okay. Guy, I think we can go down to the magistrate and we can talk this out. Because, frankly, this is all a big misunderstanding. My buddy Guy here, he's from a place where Jawas are a food item, and he's just very used to eating Jawa. So, my apologies, and his apologies.
The marshal
We can-
pinches his brow and shakes his head, and he's just like, oh my god. If your buddy wants to come, that's fine. At this point, you're not under arrest. We're just doing an investigation. So, if you're willing to come down here and chat with us about it, then I'd appreciate that.
Yeah. I come down. I chat. Is Kevin there?
He's in the building, and you know he's in the building because you can smell him.
Wait, he's in our building?
No, he's in the magistrate's building. Like when you
Okay,
when you
okay.
get to the sheriff's office, you like Jawas smell real bad. I should say more specifically, you know that there's a Jawa.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm pretty sure it's him.
Yeah.
So they bring
I'm a
you.
keen sense of smell.
They bring you to the magistrate. The magistrate. Oh, I didn't do a token for the magistrate. That's me planning ahead here. This is the magistrate temporary. They bring you to the magistrate, and the magistrate, she's already frustrated by the time you walk in the door. And she says, "Victor, is this the? Yeah, this is the guy. Very unique. Hey, your ID card says Trandoshan.
Yeah, Trandoshan.
Right.
That's what they. That's. It's always been Trandoshan.
Victor kind of
Why does
shrugs and
everyone say that?
he's like, that's what his chain code says, and honestly, I don't think it really matters here. And the magistrate's like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's a valid point. So, Mr. Gar, The Jawa clan of Kevons have said that they are willing to settle this with a out-of-court deal with you, which would make my life infinitely easier. She hands over her data card, and she's like, basically, they want an exclusive labor contract with your company and $6,000 to cover the prosthetic.
That's it?
I will let you hash it out with them if you want to handle it out of court. I would much rather not have to deal with any of this anymore. But in the future, if you could avoid maiming any citizens of the city, that would be super appreciated.
It was an accident? Like, I don't even remember why. Didn't we tell him to do something and he didn't want to do it?
We told him not to touch something.
Oh,
And,
that's right. We told him not to touch something, and he touched it. And I was like, you gotta have a firm hand with these things.
So
I'd also like to point out that a prosthetic limb is just about $2,000. So him asking for 6 is a little crazy.
We can hash that out with him. That's just the startup, right?
she nods at Gar and she's like, you got it. If you guys handle it out of court, that's between you guys. And I
we'll handle
really
it.
don't want it
It'll be
handled
taken
in court.
care of. It will be taken care of 100%.
Awesome. If I could get a resolution within 24 hours.
Never hear from Kevin again.
That's not reassuring.
Wait, you want to hear from? I thought you said you didn't want to hear from Kevin.
I want to hear from Kevin tomorrow morning saying that you've resolved it.
Like in person?
Nudge Gar again. Like, well, you get, yeah, we'll get this straightened out. It'll be quick and easy.
That's what I was saying. It's going to be very quick and very easy.
All right. The Jawa clan leader, and she pulls out another data card, has given me some contact info. Here's that too. Anyway,
Right, thank you.
I appreciate you guys keeping this out of the Imperial authorities. They are an incredible pain to deal with right now.
Yeah, no problem. We agree. We don't want to deal with them either. Bunch of
We've
dicks.
had. Hey, so if Gar doesn't comply, and he has to get the Imperials involved, where would the Imperials hold him around here?
Oh, they have a holding cell in the Imperial complex. It is not a pleasant place to stay. Trust me, you do not want that to happen.
An Imperial complex holding cell?
Yeah,
Is that kind of like a prison?
Well, it's actually more like a. So originally, the government complex didn't have a prison in it, but the Imperials go around just rounding people up. So they've turned one of the utility sheds into a holding area. It's little more than cages in a shed.
Oh.
It's
Where's
really,
that? I've not seen any utility sheds like that around here.
They do a good job of covering it up. It's actually quite the travesty. I shouldn't say any more. People get run in for sedition all the time. But yeah, it's
Sedition.
yeah. When you talk against the Imperials, even if you have a reasonable complaint,
Oh, so we can't call them dicks?
you're not supposed. Well, they are, but you're not supposed to. You didn't hear that from me.
Right, I think, and I look at, me and then him, and I'm like, right, like, we're going to go run into the Imperials. This utility shed.
Why would we run to the
where
Imperials?
is
We're
it?
not going to run to the Imperials. We don't like them.
I'm being sarcastic, guy. I'm being sarcastic.
You're supposed to tell me when you're being sarcastic.
Alright, /S. Where is this utility shed?
It's at the Imperial complex. It's behind their main headquarter building. And then she narrows her eyes like, why?
We want to avoid it and never go there.
Yeah,
Ever.
I'm writing it down. Behind main. Right.
It's almost like
Hey,
this
oh my
information
God.
might come in handy.
We're spies.
Yeah, we're doing a bit of a TV show where we go out in the bush and we do some hunting. You guys don't happen to come across any hunting licenses or anything like that in your business?
We absolutely do.
Oh,
That's the thing that we do. Most of our stuff is loss of life stuff, where we send you after predators that are harming local farmers and, individuals. There was an individual in here just yesterday complaining about Nexu attacking his convoy. I don't have his contact information on me.
Crikey took that contract out last week. We got it.
He didn't actually take that contract out last.
Oh, We didn't do that. Never mind. I thought we did.
That's today's.
Where'd you get the Nexu from?
That's today's episode.
Oh, wait, but we had okay.
You did.
I have a Nexu that I befriended.
Well,
He's
just
my-
make sure it doesn't start eating people. Lots of people keep things like that as pets, and there's no law on this planet against it, but you are responsible for its conduct.
Yeah.
Clarify. Our Jawa people.
Yes, Jawas are citizens of this city. Please don't eat any of them. Gungans, too. I have a Wookiee in holding downstairs. Apparently was eating people, or killing Gungans for full fun.
Oh,
He's
that's gross.
downstairs.
Gungans are terrible tasting.
Yeah.
Does he have to pay a fine or something like that to get out?
He's going to trial for murder.
Oh. So no bail then. Okay. Right.
Well, if you need anything hunted down, let us know. We're pretty good at it.
We'll keep that in mind. Please get everything taken care of with Kevon. I appreciate
Right, yeah.
that.
We will. And
Yeah, you won't hear from him again.
no, Guy. I think
What?
we'll take care of Kevin.
That's what I said.
Hold on. In the right way, so we can get in on the good graces of Syl here.
Yeah, that's what I said. What do you mean the right way? What's the wrong way?
Eating him, and making sure he dies. That's the wrong way here, mate.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna do that. I lick my lips.
I know you really will. You can't feed him to the Nexu either.
Fuck.
I need to come up with a good name for the Nexu, though. If you can think of anything.
If you gentlemen are done here, I have other issues to attend to. The
It
magistrate
was
yeah.
really nice to meet you.
Can I get your digits?
She hands you a card.
Sweet.
The marshal
Thank you.
hands you one too. He's like, if you're ever in trouble and you need something taken care of legally, please call me first.
What's her title?
She's a magistrate.
Right. Okay.
Also, I don't know if we're gonna stick with that name because I've used that NPC before. I just pulled her off a deck. It's fine. She's from another campaign. We can use her.
Can we call the sheriff now? Because we do have something we need to take care of legally.
You can if you
What
want
do
to.
Yeah, we got to take care of Kevon.
What are you doing?
He said he could do it legally.
That is not what he meant, and you know it.
I'm gonna deal with this legally, and then I'm gonna eat Kevin.
We should go back to Argon and say, "Hey, mate, we incurred some expenses.
All right,
It's
first
gonna be
up,
$6,000 to pay for this Jawa."
we don't want to phrase it like that. We got a sweet deal on a exclusive labor contract.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a signing bonus, and then we'll let him deal with the rest of it.
Right. You think the Jawas would actually write up a contract?
So the Jawas are famous for making deals, but they're very rarely favorable to anyone but themselves. If you pop this contract in your datapad and look at it, you'll see that it's basically, I mean, it's the most legalese, you can use no one but us and we get to set our rates kind of contract. It's very one-sided.
Oh.
Look,
Yeah.
here's what I'm thinking. We just agree to it, do whatever they want, get them to call the police off, and then, when it's all settled, just go eat them all. We just have to wait till they tell the cops that they're good, and then eat them.
You might want to talk to the management too. You know, you guys do have pencil pushing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying we can't exhaust some other avenues. Just,
Right. If they disappear in the
they're
filming
really pretty
process,
tasty.
you know,
Yeah.
the cameras aren't on them and they're holding boom mics. Yeah. They just disappear.
The camera pans over. There's like a leg hanging out of my mouth.
Yeah. Miss Kitty,
Got him.
Miss Kitty, the Nexu over here. She might have eaten him. So, yeah, let's go talk to the nerds. Oi, where's everyone at?
I don't know. I think we need more explosions added in here.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
You open the
Dane,
door.
He cloned himself.
There's
This place is crazy. What the fuck's going on in there?
there's
It's a
energy
hologram.
drink cans everywhere.
I found the Dane token that you lost however many weeks ago.
He's dead twice.
That's the hologram thing. That's where they're editing the footage.
Oh,
That's
looks
a
pretty
footage.
realistic.
There's currently a look of horror on this Dane's face, and as the camera pans around, and there's a spider with its pincers embedded in Ukru's head.
See how awesome that like horror is? Do you remember when he threw that? No, he didn't throw the meat. He just had his hand bitten off and dragged down the tunnel.
It's crazy. The drone actually caught some of your blood splatter there. It looks real good. This is gonna be award-winning.
That's actually we put that in post.
Oh, really? Looks real. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why are you interrupting us? We only have. I don't even know what our deadline is, but I am hyped right now.
Yeah, we were just out talking to the magistrate who might have leads on some upcoming work, which is real nice. When we talked to the marshal too, he's got some. He said if we were ever in trouble, we could give him a call. But more than that, we might have a problem with some Imperials coming up if we do not handle the Jawa problem. Now, I don't know if you guys knew about the Jawa problem, but we are indebted to the Kevon clan of Jawas. They are, well, the bastards, actually. They got us by the balls, and they want $6 grand and an exclusive contract.
Oh, you might be burying the lead there. You said you're hanging out with a magistrate and a marshal. Dude,
Yeah,
that's
pretty cool.
you just like found their names and a phone book and started chatting. Also,
Came to us.
oh, okay. Oh,
About us. Awesome.
so all of the advertising you're doing, Dane, is coming. That's coming through. You was just spotted on the street and recognized.
That is accurate.
Awesome.
I don't know if that's related to any of the advertising deals that I've attempted to make or started to make.
Did you say your catchphrase? Like sponsored by Brondale?
Sponsored by the Hothface.
Oh, hot face, right?
I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
I have some great cold weather gear.
Right, so, I mean,
yeah. So you said we got a problem.
We
Yeah,
have
let's
a
go
problem
talk
with
to
some
him.
jobs.
Bring him over. Have him a party. Do you have a party for Jawas? I bet you Jawa would really like some kind of like blood-based liquor.
Like a Jaeger?
Yeah, that's the stuff I was thinking about.
Right, well, Jawas
Yeah.
kind of stink a little. I don't know if we want them in here.
So
Think
we
of a
should
place.
go to their house, have a party at their house.
Well, here's the problem. So one of those Jawas got hurt last time he was hanging out with us, and now he says he wants a $6,000 prosthetic, and he's gonna sign a contract with us that says his clan gets exclusive rights to be our laborers.
He wasn't very good at his job being a laborer.
Yeah,
And didn't you bite his hand off?
I did not.
Yeah, I was staring right at Gar.
It's a legend. It's a legend.
They caught it on camera though. We got it all on camera.
Hold on, let me pull it up. I think I got that real good.
You can't prove that.
So they proved it right there. Like,
We're in a video editing studio.
yeah, it's not a deep fake, mate. I mean, the Kevins had the footage too. They showed it to the magistrate, so you're on the hook.
Oh, if they've got our footage before we released it, that's copyright infringement. That's on them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, yeah, this is why we wanted to talk to you, nerds. I mean, guys. So, maybe we could force this contract back on them. I think maybe we say that it was a pre-employment test run, and they weren't actually employed, therefore not covered by insurance and things like that.
Yeah. Also, don't mind if they want to like come hang out and like run the cameras or help move heavy things, help take apart other heavy things. Like that's not that bad thing. The 6,000 credits is a lot. It's more than I got.
Yeah, no, that seems a bit excessive. That's over half of what we have left.
Yeah, like we've got, I don't know, Dane's the legal grounds guy, but if they're using our footage against us, I might need to step up my computer security. Oh, it's a gig, give him a camera, so.
Yeah, he probably took the footage right off the camera.
Yeah, also, Gar, here's the footage of you throwing his hand that you pulled out of the belly of I think it was oh no, what were those? The Canucks. And then you threw his hand back at him and tried to staple it onto his body. He deserves, I'm going to give him some money.
We can give him a little something.
Not $6,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, prosthetics are worth like $2,000, maybe.
I still say, I mean, I gave his hand back, and we told him not to touch that. He touched it.
Hey, remember Argon was talking about his buddies earlier? So when we were talking to the magistrate, I asked about a prisoner complex, Imperial. They said that it's almost like a utility shed. That,
we were super slick. They had no idea why we were asking.
Yeah, super spy.
Super spy.
But it's just sitting behind the main complex over there.
You can just walk right over there and get your friends out. There's like very little security and stuff.
No, that's not what they said. They said that it's like a utility shed.
Yeah, that's it.
They're like crammed in there in cages.
Yeah.
You know who likes to take apart things?
Jawas?
Jawas, man, he knows.
Yeah.
And I like to take apart Jawas.
Hey, easy there.
We set
the
Kevins at the back of this utility shed, and they just open it up for us. Like that's a big brain play.
I'm not.
Tell them to scrap the shed. We tell them there's really good loot inside.
It is in an Imperial complex surrounded by Imperial armaments.
That's a little bit hard.
It's really be funny if I send Argon over there, and he got in trouble. And that's so funny if we send a bunch of Jawas over there that have an exclusive labor contract with us that just marches the Imperials right back here. You see, like the one of those is funny, and the other one we all go to jail together.
Yeah, we haven't signed any contracts, right, Dane?
I don't think we've signed a contract yet.
No. But in order to get the Jawas to go over there and do that, we would have to sign a contract.
Oh, okay.
You make that a contingent plan, part of the whole accepting their contract, right?
But that still leads him back to us. He's got a good point.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Robert, do you have the stream open on your side?
I do.
Graybeard.
No.
Okay. I just thought maybe that was why I was echoing.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna party with some Jawas. That sounds cool.
Get them real drunk and lubed up and agree to better terms.
If you lube them up, you're just gonna try to swallow one.
I promise not to eat any Jawas whole. I promise not to eat any whole Jawas.
That's not good enough.
Have you been to the bathroom since you've been back?
Yeah, I go in there all the time. It's my larder now.
Oh man, it's supposed to be a surprise in there.
I really want to see if I can start training the Giza, so I can just have like a swarm of Giza. Like we could just rig them with tiny explosives.
So you're gonna...
Yeah, that reminds me. If we want to go after that huge Rancor, I think that's the way to do it, mate.
Yeah, send a bunch of Giza in there to jump down his throat with explosives.
Explosive bait. Anyway,
yeah,
we going after Argon's buddies?
We got to do that like right now. Try to sneak into a base.
I mean, how far are you behind in editing?
We were on the last one where I was getting bit in the face by a spider, so we're pretty close to the end. We're caught up.
There is a ring at the door. Kenny G pokes his head and he's like, there's an Imperial propaganda officer at the door. He wants to talk to Hookrus.
Dude, we were just talking about Imperials. This is gonna be awesome.
So, a young Imperial officer walks in and is like, greetings and, sentient. I was under the impression that there was a human running this operation. Oh, there he is. And he looks at Dane. He's like, that's who I'm looking for. You're in charge of this operation, right?
I am a contributing member to this operation, yes.
Excellent. I heard that you had a deal with Hut Cartel Space to do a wilderness and hunting show that was, based here on our fine planet. And I had a offer to make you if you're interested.
I will listen to any and all offers.
We would love to syndicate and broadcast your show. If you are interested in having that kind of arrangement, and if your contract with the Huts allow such a syndication. We would have a couple of minor things we'd like you to meet for the show as far as advertisement and, we have certain censors on our shows, so there would be a certain graphical editing you would need to do for certain parts of it. But would that be something that interests you?
I'll listen to your offers, yes.
He continues on, by the way, talking to Dane using Hookrus' name. He thinks Dane is Hookrus.
Huh. Interesting.
So, you guys can play along with that if you want, or you could correct him. But he's like, all right, so here's the preliminary copy of what I had in mind, and he hands you a data card. He's like, I have a comm code you can call. He's being very charming. He's like, just so you know, we're looking at paying roughly 10 to 15,000 credits per episode, which I know isn't as good as a price as you're probably getting from your original source, but we're also getting a secondary syndication from you. So it would be in addition to what you're making off your original sponsors. If you guys decide you're interested in it, please give me a call.
Wait, sir, you want a drink? I got one for you and Hookrus. I'm pretty good at drinkings.
Oh, wow. Thank you, sir. Oh, what's this drink taste like?
This is like a Bloody Mary, but it's extra salty.
So he sits there and goes, like his tongue, he's like, it's very interesting. It's good. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, man, this is good. Are you ready to go, Master Hookrus?
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the offer. We will consider it. We've got the contacts in order to get back with you.
Good day. Long live the Empire. Walks off.
Over the intercom, you hear, hey guys, I think we got invited into that Imperial compound.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we could probably not be in the editing room. That smells like farts and broken dreams.
Go back out to the rich mahoganies sent out here. Yeah.
So what kind of contract or deal were they talking about there?
I don't know. He wasn't talking to me, but him and Dane had I saw literal money signs go over their eyes at one point. It was pretty neat.
Uh,
So Dane got kind of starry-eyed, is what you're saying.
I wouldn't say I got starry-eyed. I think mostly in dollars and cents, and it was a complex thing because as much as I hate the Imperials, I do appreciate money. They were looking to have a syndication of our show afterwards, but they want us to do some sort of additional sponsorship as well as some editing to make it more viewer friendly. And I don't know why they're trying to make a gruesome hunting show viewer friendly, but then again,
do you want to try to do a education role to look over the contract really quick?
sure.
So since you've already done a couple of these, I'm going to make it a 1 purple check because you're kind of familiar with them now. So go ahead and give it a once over. First roll of the night.
All right, let's see if I can get 2 failures.
Close.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like what he said. He's got a couple of requirements as far as what ads you would run with the syndication, and he's got a couple of requirements for what can be shown on the channel.
Will he buy an episode right now? We could use some money. Plus, it would be nice to go there to get some money and then come back with Argon's buddies for his reputation.
I was also kind of thinking, I'm like, well, depending on who this group is and what their amount of pull is, I mean, if they would be willing to supply us extra hands, which would be my buddies, to be able to pull them out of jail.
Are you just gonna ask him for 2 prisoners? This is cool. I was thinking more of breaking them out.
No, I mean, we could definitely break them out, but I mean, it's just definitely, I was just kind of thinking, I'm like, well, if these guys are definitely interested, that's an opportunity that we could use, but it would definitely make it difficult that if we brought their names up and all of a sudden there's a convenient, prison break later on.
But you're human. You're going to not get blamed. Got it. You want to call him up, Dane, or you want to go hunt some Nexu? No, we gotta save your friends.
Can I say something? I think we're all forgetting. Fuck the Empire, right? Why are we does our HUT contract even allow us to take syndication? I mean, won't they get kind of pissed off that we're kind of Imperial bootlickers? I mean, that's what you want to try to be. Hi, I'm Crikey. This is our hunting show, and I like Imperial gruel. That's the kind of advertisement we're working on.
Again, as I was looking through the contract and trying to make a slightly more measured decision, I don't know if, again, money is always good and money helps things, but money is not all. Money's not the be all and end all.
All right.
That'll be the only time you hear me say that.
It's just my opinion, but it could be an opportunity to get into that complex and bust your buddies out. Maybe.
Yeah, we got
action while half the team goes and busts your buddies out. The other half goes, I don't know, does a distraction.
Yeah, so Dane and I are gonna go talk negotiations. These negotiations are gonna go poorly when they figure out that I'm Hookroos and not Dane, and then they're not gonna want anything to do with the TV show. And you guys are going to be invisible, breaking people out of jail.
I like that idea.
Wait, why are we breaking people out of jail?
Because Argon's reputation is tainted right now.
Now, I will want to go back and say that I was actually just kidding about the whole reputation thing. Yes, I do believe we do need to get my friends out, and yes, there is the whole loyalty concept. So, hopefully, you guys, being friends, would want to share that with me and be able to help me get my friends out.
Yeah. I mean, friends are family to me. So, if he wants to bust his friends out, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I do like to joke around, but I just want to let you know that yes, it's friends is family type of concept. But I was thinking of kind of potential options that we could go as far as helping out my friends. One, of course, would be to break them out, which we could do using this contract opportunity. Or two, we'd figure out a way to actually buy them out.
You have any idea how much it's costing?
Yeah, I don't, and that's something we could check out. But I mean, by going through and doing our work, if you think about it, we could actually use the monies, use the Empire's contract for a period of time. I mean, let's set it up where we can have the contract for only a period of time, do a testing run, and get some money in our pockets, and of course turn that right back around to actually find out how much they're actually, how much it would cost to release them. I would be willing to bet the Empire might listen to money a little better, maybe.
We kind of started this as a thing to get Hooker's bar back. Hook, how much money do you need?
I got a loan for 50 grand. The last I got, I was 11 grand, and then Dane took all my money and put it on his card. But he's here. Like, I need 150 grand to get my bar back from. Oh man, Thunder. Forgot about Thunder.
Well, that gives us an opportunity to again continue to make money. We make money with the Empire. We continue to move forward doing the show, doing our hunting expedition type stuff, and we would be able to actually work on trying to get Hookrus's bar back, along with actually trying to again pay for find out how much it is to pay for my friends to get out, and kind of add that to the bill as well.
Yeah, Dane's the expert guy, but I'm pretty sure you can't just pay money and not be in jail, in prison.
And why aren't there any rich people in prison?
Thank you.
Well,
Now, Graybeard's echo is seriously delayed.
I turned his volume way down.
I went into the options and turned off game chat. I don't know if he's coming through on Discord and game chat at the same time.
No, when I turned down his volume in Discord, it fixed it. Well, didn't fix it. Just
Do I sound any better now or no?
Yes, that's 100% better.
Okay, we solved it.
Thank you. Okay, sorry, back to the action.
So I would think if our main priority is, of course, doing their show and actually getting back at the bar and having fun and doing that, I would like to see if there's a way we could actually buy their freedom. That way, we don't get involved with the Empire too much in a negative fashion. However, it doesn't mean we couldn't use the Empire a little bit to help fund our endeavors and our desires.
Does anyone want to give me an int check or something on this?
What kind of inner world, outer world?
Whatever you want to roll. It could just be straight intelligence, 1 purple.
I go core worlds. That's where I know things. I know stories about things.
I like the core worlds. Core worlds is a good one.
I know a lot of stories about the core worlds.
Okay, so the Empire is the quote-unquote lawful government of the core worlds. How many times have you in the United States of America gone up to a police officer and said, I would like to buy a prisoner from jail who's committed a heinous crime? And they said, yeah, we totally just take money for it.
Damn it, Chris! I was about to say that, and I was like, I want to see this play out.
I was tempted to let it go a little bit further, but I just from the
Ruined it.
perspective
You
of the
ruined it.
character.
Well, it's not a matter of talking to an individual police officer about it, but of course you go to the place where the prisoners are being held, the jail, prison, whatever it might be, and actually get information about that.
I lied. The echo's back, and it's still delayed.
All right, can't help you then.
Yeah, I still like Dane and I go talk to them about it. Everybody's coming in. You guys need to go to the bathroom and disappear. Break them out, and then we go on our merry way. Oh, plus we gotta go talk to this stupid Jawas.
But what do we know about breaking people out? I hunt things.
Yeah, it's like hunting the door to open it. I mean, Argon's a smuggler. He'll come take him with you. He'll smuggle people out.
Of course I'm taking. He's going. It's his friend.
Hold on, wait a second.
No, wait a second. I'm just sitting here waiting. You guys go ahead and take care of this, and I'll watch some TV, and you know what I'm saying.
They're not in any, like, immediate danger, you know? They're gonna sit there for a little while. It's just a name being put through the mud. Right now, they're Nexu attacking convoys out there, and people are dying. So, maybe we put some prioritized weight on getting the show back up and running.
The one concern I do have, and of course it's my concern, I realize that, but since I've got every bad person in the whole galaxy looking for me, that might add to to my detriment.
Question. So if someone needs something hunted down, they call me and I go hunt it down. You need someone broken out of jail. There's got to be someone you can call to break someone out of jail. Like there's people that do that for a living. Would it make more sense to go find them?
That does make a little bit of sense.
Maybe we can save one from a Nexu.
Huh?
We gotta go save people from Nexus. Craigie wants to hunt to Nexus.
Yeah, I like that idea. That sounds way better than getting locked up in jail for trying to unlock someone from jail.
It's not like a jail. They said it was he said it was an outhouse, just a little shed.
A warehouse?
Like a
Utility
utility shed, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that part. It's the part of not getting caught. Like they
Plus,
have
wasn't it like
technology.
behind the Imperial complex? It wasn't like in it, it was like behind it.
I don't know the answer to that, and that doesn't make me feel better.
I mean, we can check it out. We're gonna have to check it out anyway.
If it's so easy, just go do it.
We could dig under it.
What?
The digging takes too long.
Yeah, it's a huge dig. I don't think digging's an option.
Why don't we do some recon? And we'll check it out. There's nothing wrong with looking. We're gonna end
Why
up
don't-
going there anyway.
Why don't you just hire a lawyer to get them out?
I mean, lawyers are expensive, mate.
It'd be cheaper to break them out ourselves or actually pay some other
Of course, it
conglomerate
would be
to break them
cheaper
out.
to break them out ourselves. It would also be easier for us to get caught and murdered.
You scared of Imperial?
Going to jail?
Oh,
Yes,
just
I'm a
the jail part.
free agent. I like to live in the woods. Jail sounds fucking miserable.
This coming from somebody who's eating people's hands and stuff,
Yeah,
you
you
know?
need to make good with the Kevins then, mate. If you don't want to go to jail.
I told you I was going to fix the Kevin. She will never hear from them again. And you were like, no, we have to do it the right way.
I said don't eat them, mate. I mean, like, what's your plan?
Eat them.
That's the problem, mate. You can't be doing that. You end up
Well,
in jail.
how are they gonna report that I ate them if I eat them?
Well, see, what I
There's
was
gonna be an
thinking
investigation, mate. They can look in your poop. They'll test your shit.
I will not shit where they can test it.
Well, what I'm thinking is we let him kind of take the blame for all of this. We don't pay the Kevins. We let him go to jail, and then we have him as our inside man to break out the two other guys.
You're gonna send guy to jail. Yeah, smart.
I have never had whatever race he is.
Now we got an inside guy if we do that.
Oh, human. All right. Yeah, I've never had human before.
By the
You
way,
ate it.
Gar, I dropped an inspiration token in your tray.
For what?
For, there's probably someone who specializes in breaking people out of the jail that we know.
I just don't want to go to the jail. I know how this is going to go. I don't have the skills for this. This is a bad idea.
But
Well,
you're
we
a
make
survivalist. That's the thing, is you're into the survival type stuff, and you'd definitely be able to survive.
We all
That's
make
not how
one-shot characters.
survivalism works.
We make the D team as one-shot characters, and we go and bust your friends out. It's like a hired squad.
Why don't like didn't we just make some friends with people who like work under the radar of the Imperials?
But that person on the inside, man, would be so nice.
I'm going to eat you.
I got an information broker that I know. I got a lady that smuggles out Wookiees.
Yeah, we want to keep her out of it, mate. She's doing a good job.
Didn't we deliver contraband for some people who were like,
Yeah, his name was Jed. He's a Trilic information broker. And by information, it was a Wookiee.
wait, is that the Wookiee that was eating the Gunkins?
No.
No.
Okay, good. That's good. Because there's a Wookiee that's been eating Gunkins locked up, and they're probably gonna like. There's no bail for him.
He's got me really curious. I want to try a Gungan now. Like, no joke. I don't know how it tastes, but it must be good, right? If he's gonna go to jail for it.
It's probably just like overgrown Giza.
Everything kind of tastes like Giza, mate.
Giza's delicious. I pull a Giza out of my pocket.
It reminds me, I gotta go feed Miss Katie before she gets her all feral on me.
Oh yeah, there's Giza in the larder. If you want, we can just put like a little pet door here, and they just pop out, and she can pounce and eat them.
So Bowser's been trying to get through this door where Miss Kitty is, and Crikey has to kind of like shoo him with his foot out of the way, be like, you don't want to go in there. But just so you know that he's super curious about Miss Kitty.
You might lose your pet, mate.
I mean, I'll get another one.
Then I'll just feed Bassett to Miss Kitty. Yeah, you want to go in there, mate? I'll just open the door.
Miss Kitty's fed.
Circle of life.
When we go see the Kevin, can I take Miss Kitty?
I mean, she's not very good on a leash yet. I'm working with her there.
That seems to fit right with what I was looking for.
Would you like to spend some time this week taming her, make some rolls? Also,
Yeah, that's what I want to work on.
Mr. Kenny G is going to point out that he's installed a mechanics workbench. In this mechanics workbench are schematics for things you can build if you have the right parts.
Neat.
If you want him to look into getting more schematics, you just tell him what you're looking for.
What kind of things are in there, Kizik?
There's a
The silver spike. You know, portable hunting blind.
Oh, that's cool. What kind of rolls do I need to make for Miss Kitty?
So generally, handling animals is a survival check, which I'm sure you have as a skill. Oh, it's not your spot.
I do.
Scars.
I got a yellow and a green in it.
So because this is a wild animal and it can in fact bite your hand off, and it has been wounded, it's going to start as a pretty difficult check. So we're talking about 2 reds and a purple for a start.
I gave him some Giza. Can he get a boost?
Yeah, so you can get for yourself boosts for things like feeding it. You can give yourselves boosts for, like, you know, you're taking care of its claw. So if you roll well the first time and you say, I'm going to use that roll to let it get comfortable enough with me that I can do medical checks on it. Things like that.
Right.
It makes future checks easier.
That's the plan.
So I give you a couple of pizza. They have Kevin's face stapled to their heads.
Wow. I'm gonna have a really nice, calm voice when I talk to it. Easy, Miss Kitty. It's okay. He's a nice little geezer for you.
I'd like to send in a couple of drones.
Okay, so you don't tame it, but you did triumph. How would you like to spend your triumph?
Let's start on the
Now
on the
hates Kevin.
wounds.
Now
The
hates
wounds.
Kevin.
I'm gonna heal it up.
Okay, so here's how I'm going to interpret this going down. It attacks you, but you're able to easily deflect it, and you hit it with you had a stim pack set to sedate ready, because you knew it would probably attack you. It is a wild animal, and you sedate it, and you're able to completely clean and treat its wound, and its wound is going to heal just fine. And like I said, you're not going to get credit for taming it this time around, but you are going to, it is going to have a better claw.
Disposition next time.
Disposition next time. You're also going to realize you should probably leave it caged up in here, because if you try to take it out with you, it might eat people.
So I'm actually gonna move it from here. I'm gonna buy a cage for it.
You want to build a pen or buy a cage?
How much is a cage?
A cage is like 500 credits.
I'll build a pen. I am broke.
I'd also like to work on training my Bogwing and Bowser.
It's more expensive to build a pen.
Oh damn! All right, I'll buy one.
If you want a whole nother room added on for it, it's. Of course, you could just try to build something at your workbench if you can find the right parts.
You just need a shot collar.
I don't want to train it that way.
So you're gonna put it in a cage?
Yeah, it's just until it gets tamed. Crate trained.
So I want to train Bowser to be like a dog, like a hunting dog, and the Bogwing to be like a hunting hawk. So when we kill things, they can go get them.
Okay, you're going to need to make the same checks he made, but they're not going to be as bad because it won't be able to bite your hand off. Getting that mouse thing.
What's his check? What's my check?
For Bowser, we'll call it 1 red and 2 purples.
And then I'm gonna get a boost for giving him some food and petting him.
Yes. Where do you want this cage? Oh, you're putting him outside. Okay.
That way, when he gets loose, he just rampages through the city.
Well, he's basically going to be in an alleyway between buildings, if you do it that way.
Oh no, I forgot about that. Okay, let's
Put him on the roof.
Yeah, let's put him on the roof.
Okay, we'll call this area the roof. Over
Cool.
here.
Perfect.
Okay. That's fine too.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I
Let me
thought you meant that over here.
lock some things.
It's okay, Miss Kitty. You'll hey, there's free pigeons up here. I think you'll have a good time.
How is he gonna enjoy it when he's inside of a cage?
I'll walk her like pretty frequently. She just needs to be
Kenny G's like, not it.
she'll need to be harnessed up,
Anyway, I failed that check, but I got 3 advantage.
Okay.
Is the Bogwing the same check?
Bogwing is the same check. For your 3 advantage, Bowser burps and a stim pack comes out.
Oh, sweet.
Wow.
Tell him thanks. I tell him he's a good boy. Four advantage on the Bogwing. it spits up a stim pack, it's gonna die.
Bowser coughs up a data spike.
Sweet. Good God, he's been eating everything.
That's
Let's try
what
some
that's what they do.
What does my inspiration do?
I tried to pick one that would be relevant to this game system. Force an enemy to re-roll a roll they just made. The enemy must use the lower of the two rolls. Basically, that can be applicable to this. So if something gets an attack on you, you can spend this card, and I will make the enemy re-roll their attack, and whichever worse result they have, they'll have to use.
All right.
It's from D&D, so obviously there were a bunch of cards I pulled first that wouldn't really have been, relevant. But I like the idea of inspiration cards in place of player points.
Absolutely.
So what's the plan, guys?
At first, we're going to have a party with the Jawas so that they can meet with the magistrate tomorrow, right? We got to negotiate their price down to an acceptable thing. Then we're going to go hunt some Nexu, and we're going to do some passive recon on the shed when in the future. Do we need to do it right now? Like, there's no pressing need, Argon. You got any leads that say you need to save your guys right now, or that's something we could do later?
No pressing needs, but obviously we'd like to be able to get them out as soon as possible. I think we could probably do our hunting and stuff maybe in an area where we can do our recon at the same time.
Yeah, you can't hunt in an Imperial garrison. I mean, you can, but you're not hunting anything but Imperials.
Maybe there's a rat problem.
So you're going to release a bunch of rats in there? That might work.
Then we can come in as pest control.
That might be able to work, although I'm not sure how great of a disguise we can be. They at least know who I am and Hooks, or at least a couple of them.
No, they think that you're me.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely know the stormtroopers wouldn't be able to take care of the rat problem, because they can't shoot straight.
Yeah.
Giza would be easier than rats.
There's a Seth
breed quicker.
Skorkowski YouTube video that you should really go rewatch.
I know. I watched it already several times, laughed my butt off.
All right.
Also, I'd like to make a couple more recon rooms at this workbench.
Okay. Do you
Got
have,
some.
you have the parts and the monies?
I bought some spare droid parts.
Okay. But you guys have a week, so you have more than enough time to slap a few together.
How much training can we do? Just the one roll?
Yeah. Actually, you guys didn't run off and try to rescue anyone during the week like I thought you would. So you can probably get away with 2. I'll let you guys have another training roll, too. I thought you guys were going to immediately go, during this week, we need to save these 2 guys.
Fuck those 2 guys.
Miscalculated.
I don't know them.
Yeah, I wanted to save the convoys though.
Well, so one of the convoys has already been lost. The next one's in a couple weeks. So they have you heading. So you still have to contact that person too. Like they said, "Hey, will you do it?" And you said, "Yeah, we'll get back to you." But you actually haven't talked to them about the details of the job yet.
I was successful on both of my rolls this time.
Okay. So they are partially trained. They are now at the point where they trust you to feed them. They're not obedient or intelligent, but they trust you to bring them food and not hurt them.
Bring it on.
Awesome. I'd like to talk to the Jawas. Me and Dane are going to go try to smooth that out. get a bunch of Jawa drinks, and Dane's gonna talk with them about breach of contract where they were showing footage of our show before it's aired.
Oh yeah, let's go down this road. I was enjoying your conversations and how you don't realize someone's going to jail. So all you have is comm code for them. And the comm code is not for Kevon, it's for the chief of his clan. So what are you going to say on this comm code? You going to do a live call, send a message?
Yeah, I'd like to open it up.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Kevin, great chief of the Jawas. You wanted to meet with us about injuring one of your guys. I'd like to meet in person. I'd like to bring you some drinks, and I'd like to have my lawyer guy, Mr. Dane, over here, just give you a once over as we discuss negotiations for our next employment venture.
So you hear a protocol droid chittering in Jawa, and then a few seconds later you hear the protocol droid respond to you in Basic. Master of the Kevons has said that he would be happy to send a representative to meet with you, but he will not be going into any place where you could ambush him, as no trust has been established, and the trust you've already violated from the existing contract, from the existing job request when you injured one of our peoples, leaves us to think that you might try something untoward.
Well, he's smarter than I thought he was.
Yeah. Do you want to have him just meet us at the bar across the street?
I can send a representative to meet with you.
Let's go meet with him.
Okay, who's all going?
Gar is too busy training his pets.
You're very quick to say that.
That's probably best. That's probably best.
Dane's gonna go. He's got the contract. And Crikey, do you want to come too?
I thought Crikey was also.
Or is Crikey gonna train his other pet?
I was training. I
All
actually
right.
got 2 successes this time.
Excellent. Dane can come.
I'll go along as well.
Stay out of Jawa business.
Okay. So whoever's going, move them to the side panel so they're off the table, so when I pack it up, you don't get sucked into oblivion.
Oh, wait. I'm not going, but I'm getting off the table.
Oh, I thought we don't have to get off the table if we're not going.
It's
You-
probably
you
not
know,
terrible. It's a good idea.
I gotta find my token now.
It's
I
been
got
moved
him.
for you.
Right on.
It's gotcha. Okay, let me pack up this part.
It's you and me and you. We toss
You better be
dice.
careful. Last time I heard him sing this song to someone, he immediately slit their throat afterwards.
So happy together. I did slice that guy's throat.
Guy, it was your
Boy.
wife.
Yeah.
It's a clip on my channel. All right, so you guys come out of where? I'll put you guys. You guys come out of your little area. You see Roll, who is the guy who offered you the Nexu job, over here talking to Gren. And they're in intense conversation. Chip tries to offer you guys some food stuff as soon as you come out, and oh, what the shit happened here? Oh, I didn't save. Alright, hold on a second, guys. Because of all the sound shenanigans and the single-player multiplayer thing, I forgot to save some changes. I gotta see what I lost here. It shouldn't be that bad. It won't affect this. There are a few things. So this Wookiee isn't here. And this Gungan isn't here. And these Trandoshans are somewhere else, but that's fine. So you guys go into the bar. The bouncer's name is Oink, by the way.
Nice.
Alright.
And you guys know him at this point. So
Hooker shakes his hand.
where you guys gonna set up shop?
Oh, we're just gonna head in here. We gotta be able to see the guy because he's real little coming through the door. We don't need our back corner area. We just having business.
It's representative, so it might not actually be a Jawa.
I hope it is. Them guys are real cool and little. Although they're tough to speak to. I don't know Jawa. Do you know Jawa?
Not at all.
I say Utini a bunch. This is real excited.
Yeah.
So the next group through the door is a giant maintenance droid with a tiny little Jawa. And they see you guys over at the Jajaric table, and they kind of donk, 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 donk. The big maintenance droid and the Jawa sit down. And he says, I am Kevon. I am the representative of the great chief Kevon.
Is the droid saying that?
Yes, the droid's saying that. Well, the Jawa was saying it too.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
But you don't speak Jawa.
I know. I'm just. It's tough to hear you say it, and then the guy say it, and then he's saying it. No, all right. Well, first you need a drink, man, my friend. Let me go back. I'm gonna make you something, and then we're gonna talk politics. Because I enjoyed working with the Kevins, but let's get a drink, everyone, first. That's how we do things as the Beth. I'm actually going to hop over the bar and say, hey, can I make a drink real quick, Miss Jenny?
Yeah, she's going to let you do it. You guys have been around for a while. You've got a relatively good reputation. Except for that Argon guy.
Yeah, I mean, we always pay our bill on time. Yeah, no thanks. I made a couple of drinks. This one right here for a... Oh no, do I got to roll a xenology to roll to know what I would make a Jawa?
I'm not going to make you do that now.
Okay. I'm making what I think his favorite drink is. It comes in a real small cup, and it's real sweet.
All right. So he looks at it and he sniffs it a little bit, takes like a little polite sip, but doesn't like down it or anything. And,
yeah.
Then he chitters to the droid, who says, "Representative of Kevon would like to begin negotiations." He said that all of the details have already been sent over to you, and he's not sure, other than to pay the fine, what negotiations need to take place. Alternately, we could just let law take its course, because this isn't like a business proposition. This is a crime was committed against the clan.
Yeah, no. I mean, we understand. Did you watch? I guess that's a real harsh thing, is biting somebody's hand off when they were explicitly told no. It's also a real harsh thing to use somebody's footage before it's released. Like, I'm pretty sure we have copyrights on that, right, Dane?
Copyrights don't stop you from using things for legal proceedings. That is not like we broadcast it.
Oh, man. I said I didn't think about that. You guys.
You just added an extra red to your negotiation check, by the way.
Oh, I'm not very good at negotiating. Oh. Yeah, Hookers doesn't care though. Like, he's still chilling. So it's awesome. The 6,000 is more than a replacement for his hand, which is what the actual monies say it's for. I understand that you, as an entire clan, are trying to do it, but we're also going to continue to pay you and work with you. So I think instead of 6,000, we just pay 2,000 for his new replacement hand. What do you guys think about that? Can we cover that, Dane?
Yeah, We can cover that. Are you sure that that's the way to go? I feel like the mandate to go into a further on contract is the part that I was going to try to negotiate and
Oh,
more get some better specifics with that contract.
yeah. Can we run over that contract again? Dane here. He's the legal guy. He knows a lot more about that than me. He actually read the whole contract and everything. But he wants more specifics about forever. Like, that's a long time. Until the end of the shoot, until somebody else gets hurt. Like, how much can we look into that right now?
So, forever would be forever, as in you have to use us for labor and we get to set our rates. That's how that works. I'm very confused. Did we not use good basic?
You used very vague basic that makes it so that we sign the contract and then you can change the rates on us multiple times to then get more money out of us, which we want some of the rates set prior to moving forward with this contract.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, those rates would depend on how many people get hurt and how many expenses go into it and how much credits change. And also, the whole 6,000 versus 2,000. Yes, if you get a crappy little prosthetic, that could be 2,000, but I'm not positive that the chief is going to go along with downgrading the initial cost. But I could totally pass that negotiation point on for him. Just understand that your friend committed a crime. It's not it's our contract with you is part of the plea bargain. And while we are willing to negotiate with it somewhat, I have to take all this back to the clan when you send me back with it. And I think that your insult that we shouldn't have been able to use the footage of your heinous crime against us to the authorities is probably not going to weigh well with my clan leader.
No insults here, man. I just thought
you do not get to tell us when we are insulted, sir.
No. I mean, he's have another sip, man. This is real good. But yeah,
roll a charm check. It's gonna be a red and a purple.
I also have a supporting evidence as part of my player, so he should get an extra advantage
There you go.
on the end roll.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
So this drink, like the Jawa's been trying not to drink it, but you notice every time he takes a sip, it's a little bit longer, it's a little bit more, and now it's empty. And I'm gonna assume that you offered to refill it.
Yeah, I'll send Argon up while we just keep chatting and shooting the breeze.
So Argon goes over there, and he has no idea what it was in it, so he asked Jin to put it together. So Jin just basically pours straight 100 proof in it, brings it back, and the negotiator's feeling much more friendly towards you. That's going to significantly change the check, so that'll take that red back from your earlier Opa. He's gonna be like, so when you say limits on the contract, like, we gotta be reasonable here, but like, what did you have in mind on your limits? What do you think is reasonable?
Yeah, money man. Tell them how we're gonna pay back this fine of the crime that we've committed against them.
So we need to have a set rate, not an adjustable rate. We need a set rate for how much your labor is going to cost us. We can put in some clause about making sure that you're protected, or we need to put in some clauses to know that, hey, you're working for us. We're doing some dangerous stuff, so there is a possibility of being injured. We can make sure that none of the people on our side cause any more injuries to you. That any injuries that get incurred on the job, it's known that we're doing some dangerous stuff.
Yeah, and we're only gonna shoot like 5 more episodes. How about that?
Yeah, man, we can probably do that. Let's go ahead and roll your negotiate now. So you're down to 1 red and 2 purples.
Is
Guys,
anybody here boosting me, helping me out?
Absolutely, or a combined check, whichever's higher.
Yeah, I think yours is better.
Give yourself 2 boosts for the drink.
And then you get 1 additional advantage at the end of the roll.
It's a good roll. So he agrees to your terms, and he said he'll take you back to the clan leader and try and convince him it's the best deal that can be made.
Yeah, also it's all that clan leader. Like, I'll sit down with drinks with him at any time.
Oh, pass that on. And he's so sloshed, he takes the cup with him when he leaves. And the maintenance droid has to, like, put his arms out on either side to escort him out of the...
He rides him home, carries him back like a little baby. Dude, I think we did good there. Maybe we should have just let him eat the rest of him the whole time. Oh, let's go hunting tomorrow, maybe. Oh no, we saw the guy outside. Let's go talk to the guy. Get some more details.
Yeah, mate. Go talk to Rural. Yeah.
Also, you should probably close that tab at the bar. I'll pay her tomorrow. Thanks, Jenny.
So as you walk up to Roll and Grin, they're in a quiet conversation. Are you going to try and listen in, or are you going to make yourself well known in advance?
Oh, I'm gonna listen in. I got super good bit hearing, but I'm gonna do it as I'm just walking forward, actually saying hi. I'm only gonna catch the last 15 seconds.
Okay. Give me a skullduggery roll. It's going to be 2 purples.
Do I get a boost because of my good bit hearing? That's what I do for perceptions.
Sure.
Didn't help.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna make you roll for hearing it at all. I was just gonna make you roll to see if they notice you. Which they do. They're like, oh, they're not insulted or anything. They're just like, oh, hey, we were just talking about, business related to you. Have you decided to come hunt those Nexu for us? They really are being quite a pain. They destroyed a whole cargo walker.
Yeah, no, man. That's why I saw you as I was heading into the bar. I was stopping by on the way out because we definitely give us as much details. We're in.
So a salvage team just bought the rights to the convoy that's out there. And he hits a few buttons and your datapad beeps and it says you've received a file. And he's like, this thing is the latest and greatest as far as our tracking stuff for our convoys, and it shows the path the convoy took. They're actually starting to call this area the Nexu Fields.
Man, that's cool.
What we would like you to do is we think there's a specific pack attacking the convoy, and we want that pack eliminated.
Nice. Do you know if Nexu are you just take out the alpha and then everybody else goes down, or you want them all you said all eliminated? Yeah, no, that sounds fun. And we got the hunting licenses, so we're not going to get in trouble. I think. When do we head out? Do we? You said a convoy's going out. Can we ride out with them?
The convoy's going out next week, but I'd like the pack removed before the convoy goes out there. I don't want to risk the convoy.
Right. Yeah. So we'll head out early tomorrow.
That would be great. I really appreciate it. I figure a bunch of Nexu are probably well within your hunter's capabilities. So I really appreciate you taking care of this. And he shakes your hand vigorously.
Yeah, man. Well, you have a great evening. You guys have any other questions? Dane, Argon?
You just said it's the one main pack in Nexu that's doing most of the damage.
Yeah, but he said there's also we're gonna be got it. We all right.
Okay.
Is our license only for Nexu or anything in self-defense?
I don't really get into the legalities. I got a pest permit for the Nexu in this area, so you're definitely cleared to kill them.
Gotcha. That sounds
good.
There
are some other predators I've heard in the area, but as far as I know, they haven't attacked the convoy.
All right. Well, let's go see. Oh, did you hear that Nexu growling? I assume because he's just in the alley. No, he's on the roof,
Yeah, he's up on the roof.
just getting trained right now.
I don't quite have the same Bith hearing as you do, buddy.
No, I heard him. He's doing all right. Hey, look, those Jawas are right outside our house.
They're
no,
not?
we're down this alleyway. Sorry. Hey, Chip.
Hey,
Yeah.
you want some roasted giza? Maybe
No,
some
no,
Tauntaun
no, I want-
cigarettes?
I want that jerky.
Got Zerka Cola.
Jerky. Survival jerky.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's start rolling out.
Sounds like a plan.
You have to flip back to the other map because that's where your cargo skiff is.
I know
I was
we were
shopping.
still on that map too.
Yeah, I'm still on that map. I was shopping.
Well, there's at least
Oh,
us.
you moved your character onto the map before I backed it.
There's a crikey.
My bad.
Yeah, I was shopping.
My bad. Hold on. Hit
All
that
right, I'm
button.
gonna go take a bio break.
Be careful.
Still there. All right. Where's the weapon guy?
Right here.
That's where the weapons are? Okay. The armor one's marked.
Yeah, so the kiosk, the mechanics workbench is where the modifications are. He can do all those modifications. You just have to let me know. And then the kiosk has the weapons in it, and then the outfitters has the all the gear and the other stuff. And there's also there's ones out here in the hallway too.
Looking for a Beastmaster's Vibroglaive. I found a BD1 cutter. It's a Vibro Axe. I don't want that.
If you have something that you want that he doesn't have, you put in an order for it, and he'll figure it out. IRL, just send me a Discord message saying that your guy asked the Zerka merchant for such and such piece of equipment, and we'll see if he can locate it.
I'm about to do that. I've checked 2 vendors. Where's the third one?
There's a blaster one here, and then there's another kiosk here.
Checked that one. Checked that one. Haven't checked that one. Nope, I checked this one. All right, I'll put an order in. Thank you.
The Zerka guy loves dealing with you guys because he's a sponsor of the show. So you can get special orders from him. All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Do I have to build that blind backpack?
Yeah, you have to anything up for the workbench schematics. You have to acquire the parts that are on the list, and then assemble it using a mechanics check at the mechanics workbench. But it doesn't cost any credits unless you want to buy the parts.
You guys, we got scrap bones and hide and maybe plant fibers from the last couple of trips.
Yeah, we had that on the box. You know, the Wookiee crate. You could take it off of that.
You've also got this red crate on your skiff right now. It's got a whole bunch of stuff in it and two carcasses. So I don't know if you want to, bring that back out with this skiff when it comes back out. Maybe you want to unload some of that.
Yeah.
We need that shine. Can you guys skin me some of these bomas?
Sure.
I'm gonna build me a high. This thing looks like I can put it up in a tree. This is where it's at.
Same blind? Is that what you're making?
I know the words. The blind, portable hunter blind.
Hunting blind.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll help you make that.
Well, I just need you to skin those things because I can't skin them very well. I could put it together. Doesn't look that complicated.
All right, you do one and I'll do the other. We'll have a little competition.
What's the difficulty?
Ooh. It's going to be 1 purple for skinning just regular. You've done this 100 times. This is super easy.
These aren't legendary skins.
Yeah, you're really like competing against each other more than anything else.
I ripped mine in half.
You were like, rip, done.
Yeah.
I try to pull it inside out from its anus.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say it's the
He's
Red
strong
Dead
and
thing.
mad.
It's a Red Dead thing. You just stick your fingers in and pull it apart.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. But God did pretty well.
No guard didn't. Guard got one failure, 5 advantage. So
No, that
guard
was-
did.
That was mine.
Was it yours?
Yeah, you got 1 success, 1 threat,
Oh, all right.
right? Oh,
No.
no, I got one.
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah.
So that was bad.
Yeah, I reached into its butthole and pulled it completely inside out without removing the skin. Its bones are on the outside of its skin. It is inside out.
I just imagine Gar with a boma, like on a stick, inverted, chewing on it. Be like, it's so much more convenient to eat now.
Yeah, the 5 advantage is that I found a new way to prepare my meals.
Wow. Anyway, here you go. Here's some skin and some bones. I did all right. Put it right there in the workshop for you.
Does that count as 2 hides, or I gotta find a different hide?
I'll give you 2 for that. So building the blind is going to be it's a mechanics check, but the blind's the easiest thing to build, so it's going to be a 1 purple check. Mechanics.
Is this our workbench, so I get a boost for using that?
2 boosts for using it. There you go.
Did it in record time.
Record.
Gar comes in holding his lollipop. He's like, I don't think I got a hide for you. And I'm like, it's okay, I've already got a blind.
Yeah, the hide disappeared when I went to pull it off, and just the meat was left. So
The lollipop. That's awesome.
There you go. I took the schematic card and gave you one of these.
Homa Pop.
Yeah, so we got a location, got a thing. We've got an area that we can hunt Nexu in.
Sweet. Do we have to kill them?
Yeah, we have to take out the entire pack that is attacking the convoys.
Ooh. Everybody give me a xenology check now that we're talking about the fact that these Nexu are attacking the convoys.
Difficulty?
For this one, it's going to be 2 purples.
Holy moly.
Who rolled the triumph?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Nexu wouldn't attack a convoy. Maybe. I don't know.
They would attack the convoy, however, cargo walkers are generally not like open canopy vehicles. And Nexu can't usually get to the nice nougaty center of a cargo walker all that easily. How is this taking place? Since you rolled a triumph, I'm going to say that you've already put together that there's something going on with these Nexu beyond regular Nexu. They've got to have some supernatural, whether it's an evolutionary thing or a artificial thing.
If we just found that iCore Labs door and it talked about genetically engineering things, like, what if instead of having bone claws, they've got adamantium claws?
What if they can go invisible, mate? We need some like heat-seeking, heat-tracking shit.
Well, I mean, they could be invisible all they want, but they're not going to get inside a cargo lift. Like, that's Stargrade hull they're getting through. It's not like they just knock on the door, open it up, and nobody's there, and they sneaked past and then start eating. Actually, but I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe they are invisible.
Just scattered out.
Well, with my xenology check, would I know like the hierarchy of Nexu? Meaning, like, so this is what my ultimate goal is. Can I take some of Miss Kitty's pee to maybe change some things during fights by like either using it as a distraction or a cover?
As a distraction, yes. I think that
Okay.
I like that. All of that's really good, and we can definitely do it as a distraction. So you can have a vial of OD Nexu.
Nice. Miss Kitty urine.
We should make Giza bombs.
Giza
just don't-
pops.
No, Giza bombs. You throw them out there, and a bunch of Giza just pop out and start running around. Also,
I think, you should feed a Giza maybe a grenade, and then have it go out there as explodey bait.
I'm telling you, I'm so tempted to try to make a beast wrangler and just train Giza. Just imagine a swarm of Giza with the cybernetic implant for exploding.
Be bad.
Anyway,
Yeah, there are ideas.
we need a laser pointer.
Ooh, a laser pointer's a good idea.
Kitties.
So maybe, what was the cargo thing hauling? Walker? Was it hauling catnip or something like that?
They didn't say. We don't ask those questions. We can hunt Nexu now. We hunt crazy Nexu now.
Is there any catnip for Nexu?
I'm pretty sure it's heat, Miss Kitty urine.
Oh,
And
just
a laser
walking around
pointer.
smelling like that.
And a laser pointer.
They like the taste of Wookiee.
Great.
Don't you wish you was a Trandoshan now? Although, to be fair, they
Don't-
probably like
don't you
the
wish
taste
you
of
was a
Trandoshan, too.
Trandoshan?
Fuck you. I am a Trandoshan.
Which ocean?
All right, so we're all on the vehicle. Who's driving? What time of day you leaving? What's the order of operations here?
We got to get to our ring of death that we're allowed to. I'd like to climb up in a tree with my cool blind and see what I can see. But you guys are better at climbing and seeing than me, so I don't know. Let's go out. All right, it's how long is it drive wise?
So to get all the way out there is going to take probably about 8 to 10 hours to get all the way out there, assuming you're, driving the whole way through.
Yeah, we got enough gas to make it there, make it back. We're rotating drivers, keeping them fresh. Gar's not allowed to drive because he always gets attacked by squid when he drives.
I'm a good driver, damn it.
Yeah. To be fair, you told him to land on that squid.
You did.
I did.
Yeah, I got permission. I got permission first, and then I landed with force.
Yeah.
So we leave early in the morning to get there. Mid-afternoon?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then maybe check some shit out while it's still daylight.
And then decide where we're gonna sleep the night to start fresh in the morning.
Okay. When you get out of the immediate vicinity of the city and the trees start coming in, do you fly through or over the trees?
Is it still 8 hours if we go through the trees?
It's the same rough amount of time, because there's a road that goes through the trees, but it is easier check to fly over top of the trees. You just might miss you won't be able to see what's going on along the road if you fly over the trees. But It's not, it's harder to hit a tree if you're flying above them.
True. I would drive when it's my turn on the road.
Okay.
Me too. I would also drive on the road.
Okay. Graybeard, I don't know if you have the ability to drive this thing. I thought you did put points into this. You've been awful quiet.
Let me see.
planetary piloting. I think you do. Oh, maybe not.
I do not. I have.
Oh yeah, I don't have any points in it either.
He still wants to drive.
I have a fake steering wheel if they won't let me drive.
Well, the more people that do it, the easier the check is because you're rotating out for endurance purposes. Also, it's more like driving a boat than a car.
Like I said, if they don't let me drive, I'm gonna have my own steering wheel and I'm gonna make noises.
The wheels on the bus. You doing a good job, Gar. Here's another Giza.
Every now and then, I just dive.
There's 5 of you. So if everyone takes a turn, it's only a 1 purple check.
Nice.
And if 4 people take turns,
It's a 1 red check.
5 people can drive.
Yeah.
Can I make the check?
Yeah, make your 1 purple check.
My check is 3 success, 2 advantage.
Damn it, I passed. 2,
Good
2,
job,
2.
guy.
I drove almost as well as Gretke.
Beat, beat.
I did honk the horn like every time.
He just held it down.
What do you know?
We're sitting up there like Harry and crap, what's the guy's name from Dumb and Dumber? You guys want to hear the most annoying sound in the web?
No, better yet, we record it on my beast color.
It's the siren for the skiff now.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone took a turn? Everyone drove?
Yeah.
No, Graybeard? Did Graybeard make
I don't think I did yet. No. So I mean, we're doing planetary, right?
Yep.
If they'd let me drive more, I'd have got us to space.
You can also drive above the trees, make the check easier during your turn.
There you go.
He did not need to.
Everybody passed that. Yep. Yeah, that's 5 checks. Good deal. All right, so you guys are going to arrive mid-afternoon. And since I didn't save the map, I hope this thing works. Oh, that looks okay. So, you guys would be coming in from this side. That is actually and you've now officially entered the territory of the Nexu. You already know the coordinates of the destroyed transport walker, and you know there's a salvage team there trying to salvage the wreckage. So that's a thing you're familiar with.
Are they there or are they coming next week?
The salvage team's already there. The next week is when the new convoy comes through that they don't want to be attacked. Those are 2 different things.
Oh, see, earlier Kizik asked if we could go with the salvage team.
No, the salvage team they were already there when you guys were talking.
Okay.
They've been there. Also, they're not, like, it's contracted out. They bid on it. They're not actually related to the same group.
Tracking. All right, can we just officially say that I'm driving at this point? And then if somebody could look out and make sure we don't get attacked by invisible Nexu in the area.
I'm co-driving.
Yep.
You're
No, I got my steering wheel.
He's like,
That's really annoying to Bith's ears, and my equilibrium's a little bit off.
that's gonna only make him do it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see me pull this brand shiny, spanking new rifle out, and it's got a big long scope on it, and I start looking around, see what I can see.
Ooh.
You get an HBT as well?
I got a Model 38 sniper rifle.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go ahead some D's then. Actually, no. What I'm gonna have you do is you roll a perception check, and it's gonna be 1 red. I'm gonna roll a couple of.
One success. Nothing sneaking up on us.
Can I say that I'm driving stealthily?
I mean, as stealthily as you can. So when you're coming through
Yeah.
this section right here,
Uh-huh.
the trees kind of make, well, you know how those arches above the rural roads. So like
Oh yeah.
they create an arch, and if you're gonna
Right.
stay on the road, you kind of have to go through it.
Yeah.
Because you passed your perception check, Kizik, you notice that there are large, very familiar-looking spiders in these trees, and that there are webs the size of your cargo crates.
I immediately point that out and start looking up. I think it's the same spider. I can't prove it. No, that's definitely the same one. See its horn? Like it's still pussing. There's spiders here. Watch out. Do I notice that this thing is bright green, or we made it there yet?
So you guys would see this ahead of you in the distance. Off to one side of the road, the coloration of the vegetation changes dramatically and becomes very vibrant. And there's like a fog, like a blue-purple fog that's amongst it.
What is
Strange.
what is the check to understand what causes that?
But you guys would have to get closer first.
Oh, we should definitely check that out.
Gas mask, gas mask, gas mask.
This is how we get superpowers, guys.
We smelled some last year.
I was about to say 2 of the players are very up on that because they got superpowers last time.
Oh, what'd you guys get?
Superpowers.
They got +1 to their intelligence just for that session, but they got +1 to their intelligence, but at a -1 to their it was negative to their cunning and plus to their intelligence. It took a point away from one and gave it to another.
We sucked in some.
Is it
spores.
random or is it just always int cunning?
It's always int and cunning, and it's only for the encounter, and they do have like 3 or 4 jars of that stuff.
They have 5.
If you want to huff some spore.
Huff some spore. Nah, I'm good. I like being dumb.
Okay, so
If the spiders move like towards us in any way, shape, or form, I'm shooting.
I was going to get to that because you guys have actually gotten a little bit further because they did, when I rolled for them, I did roll for them to attack. But you see this coming. So, like, as the speeder's coming through, 2 or 3 of them let themselves down on the little strands and try to jump at the transport. Would you please all roll initiatives?
Oh, cool.
You did see them coming, so yes, it's cool.
Cool as fuck.
Oh, 3-3.
Mine's a 2-2.
Yeah, 1.
Bad guys got 1-3.
Was that?
Jesus.
Was 5-1.
Crikey got a 3-1.
All right.
Guardian
So
or 1-0?
whoever did the 1-0 is the only person who goes after. Everyone else gets to go first. So there might not be spiders left.
Hookers, you want to go first?
Oh, I think Argon rolled it. I think he's trick shotting his way up.
All right.
Them spiders.
Looking
Get
at Argon's sheet, he does have both quick draw and quick strike.
That means you add a boost when you attack. And you can draw all your weapons.
That's handy.
Okay, so I think we're gonna go ahead and not too much cover out here, is there?
I mean, we're
on a ship.
You're on a moving vehicle right now.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. All right. Well, we're just gonna go up to the bow here and actually just start shooting some spiders.
Okay. So to shoot them, they are going to be 2 blacks and 1 purple.
Why the black?
2 blacks. You're on a moving vehicle, and they're falling from the sky.
I see. Movement.
All right, 2 blacks, 1 purple. I would assume I can still take an aim shot, right?
Yes, you may take your maneuver to aim, because you have quick draw. You did not have to spend your maneuver on drawing your weapon.
You also have quick strike, so you get another blue.
I will take that.
And you have 3 agility, so you should have another dice.
Should be 3 yellow.
Yeah, I was looking around for that one. And the purple's still correct, right?
Yes, that's correct. Nice. Let's see. You critical on 3. So that's a critical shot plus 9 damage. So you get 2 of the 3.
That's a damn good opening volley.
It sure
That's right, I'll
was.
take that.
Pulls out his little DL-44 and boom, boom, boom. And 2 of them pop.
And blow the tip of the barrel and go, okay, we'll just put that back in my holster for later.
Hookers, I'd like to point out that because of the sniper rifle rules, this is actually going to be an incredibly difficult shot for you.
3 purples?
Yes, and it's 2 blacks because it's still moving.
Yep.
Still hit, and it does a shit ton of damage too, doesn't it?
That's a critical and 10 damage. Pierce 3.
Pop. So that was very anticlimactic. You get that spider too.
Spiders can't catch up on us. Like, I'm pretty chill about everything.
Look, I'm still shooting a spider even if it's dead. Just like 30 seconds after they're all dead, it gets to my turn, and I'm like,
Back to driving.
Oh, I didn't even slow down.
Yeah, well, I was going to make you do a driving check, and if any of them are alive, I was going to be like, you want to try to, like, windshield them? So at this point, you guys have come alongside the area where it's changed coloration. How close do you want to get to this?
I mean, they wanted to look. So I'll get as close as I can for them to look.
I mean, you could drive right up in there if you wanted.
I do not want to do that.
Was
It's weird
was
for
it
me
something
too,
about my
right?
tone of voice?
No, it's just it's a strange geographical.
It's not like you haven't seen plants and animals, and it's not like you haven't seen this type of environment. What's weird about it is that everything else is green and lush,
Yeah,
and the
except this one spot.
coloration of this patch is significantly different. Everybody give me a perception check. I'm going to set it at 3 purples. If you have electro binoculars, I think they...
+2. You'll get a +2 because of me.
If you have electro binoculars, I think you can bring it down to a 2 purple.
I'll let somebody borrow mine because I'm still driving.
Does a scope count?
A scope does count.
I borrow his. What does that give me?
It just brings it down from 3 purples to 2 purples.
2 purples.
Got 2 threats because I keep jerking up trying to see more spiders.
Jerking what?
Jerking up.
He's jerking spiders.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a phantom spider touching me.
Who rolled the 2 advantage?
I got the 2 advantage.
Okay, so you're going to definitely see it. Whoever that was is definitely going to see it.
I saw something else entirely.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen with that one.
I am still looking in the other woods.
Okay.
Still
You
driving
saw
that
the
boat.
invisible thing.
I've got the electro binoculars backwards.
Believe it or not, that was like the best thing that could happen to you guys. I'll elaborate in just a second. So those of you who rolled success with 2 or more advantages not only see these strange leaking barrels, but also see the faded emblem of Icor 4 stamped on the side.
Oh no! Fuck.
Okay.
Sorry,
What's Icor for?
our nemesis.
Go ahead
Oh,
and that's a good question that you wouldn't necessarily have known, so the rest of the party should answer that.
Right, so we were in this cave last time, fighting all these crazy, what were they? Gene spliced or genetically modified creatures,
Yeah.
and it was that company right there that did it. So maybe these Nexu are modified as well, and this is the cause.
I mean, if they're tearing into starship plating, then there's a reason they've been modified in some way.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's like a Hulk kind of thing, where they were exposed.
We should see if we
Maybe.
can get that.
Yeah, you should walk in there, gal.
Yeah, I want claws. I mean, I have claws. I want claws that'll shred through, the stuff. But you guys said that just made you smarter.
Yeah, we did huff some mushroom.
There was
We
some
did
gas.
get some smart.
The gas was not enough to change the colors of. Well, it was just in a cave, but
Dude, it changed the color of that waterfall.
I don't necessarily remember it that way.
So-
I do remember the purple gas, but whatever.
While Gar's doing that, he's still looking out with his binoculars in the wrong direction. He spots some movement in the woods on the other side of the road.
What do I see?
3 brown Nexu.
Guys, I found the Nexu. Guys, the Nexu found us. I'd go ahead and start pulling out my weapons.
We're going to use the same initiative order because it seems like a shame to waste it.
We starting at the top, or we starting?
We can start at the top. You guys don't have to go in your individual turns. It's just all of you guys, and then so there's going to be 3 of them. Actually, I should go ahead because they're stealthing. I should give them cool. No, you guys know it's coming. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a cool check. And do 2 more of them real quick. So one of them is going to be 1-2. One of them is going to be 2-1. That doesn't change their paternal order at all. They all still go. All 3 of them go in the same turn slot. So it's all
That's
of you
fine.
guys and then one of you guys.
Right. So if nobody else minds, I'm going to try to keep the car steady to help my comrades aim, and so that they don't incur any craziness.
Yeah, I was gonna run up to Crikey and be like, "Dude, it's not that hard to keep this car steady. You got a much better shot than me. You go shoot him."
Fine. That's cool. You hold the wheel.
All right.
And then I'm going to shoot then.
They are incredibly difficult to hit as they are stealthing right now. But they're also at long range. So it's going to be 3 purples to start, plus their adversary. This makes it 1 red and 2 purples. And then I'm going to give you a setback for them moving amongst the tall grass and trees at high speed.
Okay.
So it's 1 red, 2 purples, black.
I don't think I get the boost. But yeah, I did it.
Okay. How much damage is that?
That is 13.
Ooh, so you nail one of them pretty good. He's like hopping above the grass, like he's bounding, and at the tip of one of his arcs, you just hit him square in the shoulder with a solid hit. And he makes a little yelp and goes down. And as he makes that yelp and cry, you hear the echoes of many other Nexu as they answer his cry. And you realize there's a lot more than 3 of them.
Right.
Hookers. You are using a sniper rifle, and the sniper rifle rules. It means that your check goes to 1 red.
1 red, 1 black.
Yep.
Somebody get the laser pointer.
I'm holding one. I point with my blaster.
Same one, different one?
I assume his jump back under, so I'm going to hit the different one.
Okay.
That's 14 damage, pierce 3.
Okay.
It's like that's 12 damage, pierce 3. It's off by 2.
You also get a very solid hit. It looks like it did a ton of damage, and one of them arps, it squeals and makes a noise. So this one and this one are now injured. And Crikey. No, Crikey already went. Argon. Or Dane.
Which one?
It's up to you two.
Go for it, Dane.
I'm assuming since I said I was going to keep the vehicle steady, is it too much for me to try to just keep the vehicle going straight and shoot at the same time?
So I will let you do that at an extreme disadvantage to doing either task. First off, in this turn, you have also switched places with Crikey.
Okay.
So
yeah,
you've used a maneuver to move, and
Okay,
now
I'll
you
go-
want to try to do 2 things at the same time that would normally be actions.
Yeah, I'm just keeping the vehicle steady.
Okay. So when you say you're keeping it steady, so what speed is the vehicle moving at, and are you accelerating, decelerating? Because if you're going to keep moving, you're going to end up, obviously you're going to move the whole vehicle.
I was going to keep the same speed and the same direction, assuming that we're not immediately pointing at a tree.
Going down the road, say 35 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So
Yeah.
just
Drive by shooting speed.
just driving the car while swapping in passenger seats. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a 2 purple drive check.
Like I'm not great at driving. I'm even worse at shooting.
Yes, but if you roll a miss shot, you will miss a target. If you roll a failed driving check, you hit tree and possibly kill party.
Yep.
So
I gave us all success.
you
There's
did,
threats here.
you did 3 threats. You have that revelation of, oh shit, if I hit a tree, I'm going to kill everyone. And you can go ahead and take 2 strain. And that makes it Argon's turn. Your weapon's already drawn because you shot the spiders. They are outside of your normal range. I'm not positive so you're actually out of weapon range with your 44 blaster.
Seriously? These guys are... Okay, the other ones are spiders were coming down on us, right?
Yeah, the spiders were coming down. They were at close range. These guys are off in the woods like 100 yards away. And your pistol's not really made for that kind of range. I'm assuming you don't have another weapon on you that has long range.
I do not, no.
Okay.
I tell him I got a spare rifle on board, and I show him the HPT hunting blaster.
That is also medium range.
Okay, never mind.
Thanks, though.
If I tell him it's long range and he doesn't know, can he just shoot and miss?
I mean, we don't even have to roll for it. Well, there's still other things you can do, like assisting with, other people's stuff. You could also attempt to dismount the vehicle. It is moving quickly down the road.
No, I'm not dismounting this vehicle. I'm staying on it.
That is
You don't want to get out there with the little kitties?
No, it's okay. I shouldn't be wrestling those types of things. So, but I will assist.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check, and I will go ahead and pass that on as advantage to the next people because you're spotting for people. It's going to be a 2 purple perception. It's not hard to see them right now because now they've given up all pretense and they're bounding at the vehicle.
2 purple, right?
Yes, sir.
You get 2 bonuses or 2
Boost dice.
yeah, 2 boost dice.
I got it.
Thanks.
Roll this, and then I'm going to click speed. So you got 6 advantages, which is fine because that's really all you needed. You may pass 3 boost dice to the next player to go, or you may pass.
Well, no, wait a second. I got like 9. I rolled all of them, and then you rolled the 2 blues.
So that's not how it works, and that's why I wanted to do it instead of you doing it. So
okay.
I clicked read, and it simply added the results of the blue dice in. If you count these, counting with Chris, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 advantages.
Question: can I have the 2 blue dice that can roll 6 advantage?
Okay, fair enough. I got it.
Yeah. So you may pass on 3 boost dice to the next player, or you may pick a player who isn't next and pass 2 boost dice onto him. It's your choice.
Who's next? Hookros?
Me.
Or Hookers?
I'm next.
Yeah, it's Gar.
Okay, so it's back. Okay, so we're just going to pass it on to the next player.
Okay, it's 3 boosts for him. The baddies are going to go first. So, there's only one of them that's within range of the vehicle, and that's the guy that Crikey has already shot, and he has got to do an athletics check to try to bound onto the vehicle first. Which we'll see if that even happens. And the athletics check I just looked at it. Oh wow, it's pretty good. I'm gonna give him a step back. He's been shot. Ooh. It's not gonna happen. So God
Oh jeez. He jumps into the burner on the afterburner.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like he jumps, he so grossly miscalculates, and Dane gets his first combat kill. Dump, 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 dump. As he runs over the Nexu, it's already been grievously injured and killed.
And those cat videos where the cat like does the calculations, like and then it goes to jump, and it's like whatever it calculated, it did it all wrong.
That's
and it just falls
exactly.
face first into the front and just
Slipped on the tile.
Yeah.
Thought there's no way this driver's going to keep it going the exact same speed. He's probably going to speed up or slow down.
All we hear is
That's what happens when you catch the tire.
All right. The other 2, so this one, which is the only uninjured one, is going to run. It's now within short range. This one's going to run out into the road in front. It's at medium range. This one is the other injured one. Oh wait, did you specify? I see you put hurt. That's fine. You're the one that picked a shooting at it. That one can be the injured one. So the one at short range is the one that's hurt, and it's very hurt. And the one at medium range is the fresh one.
Awesome.
And it's Gar's turn.
Yeah, so that one that's at short range, I'm just gonna pull out my shotgun and I'll lean over the side.
Okay, it's a maneuver.
Plug it.
All right. So so I get 3 from him.
They're adversary ones, so they are 1 red to shoot at short range with that shotgun.
We're using light. Range light. There we go. Okay. And you said 1 red?
Yep. And if you want to take 2 strain, you can get yourself a 4th boost dice.
Yeah, I'll take 2 strain.
Oh
Ooh,
God.
that's not good. Well, I hit it. Good news.
You absolutely hit it. Also, it has this thing called linked if you want to use it.
Yep. I definitely do that.
Okay,
That's
that is the injured one. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you it probably won't require it, but you can go ahead and do it anyway if you want.
Oh yeah, I linked it. It's boom boom.
So how much does it end up being?
14 plus 2, 16.
Completely unnecessary. It's super dead.
Okay. Yep.
So I imagine that one, it goes to take its last bound, and it comes up over the railing, and there's just a double barrel blaster.
Just vaporize its head.
And
These things are supposed to be super.
that's, that is an interesting point. Maybe you should look into that
Yeah.
in a minute when you're not getting killed by this other one.
Right.
So that brings us to top of the round. Any player may go.
I'm gonna make the comment. Hey, I thought these things were supposed to be super Nexu. They're dying like the regular Nexu.
Hey, Crikey.
Yeah.
You know how like sometimes like something's bad is expected, but good things keep happening, and then there's always that one asshole who's like, "Man, I thought this was gonna be harder," and then we all want to kill him because it gets harder. Yeah.
Is that one still medium range?
It is medium range until the end of this round.
In this situation, Crikey, you're the asshole.
Right.
Cookow! You hear a
Yeah. Go ahead and shoot it.
He did.
I think he crit.
I crit, yeah. It does 9 damage, pierce 3, crits, and I passed on a boost. As now, like, blood has sprayed up, and like he's right there to shoot him. And we can figure out what's going on.
Blaster bolt through his mouth and out his butthole.
Would you like to roll your 2 favorite dice, or you want me to do it?
Oh no, I love rolling these ones. I'm gonna get hurt now. 75.
75. I was real close. Hamstrung. Target loses its free maneuver until the end of the encounter. So it's running towards the vehicle, and then you shoot it in its paw, and it like face plants and like staggers a little bit.
I shoot so many kitty paws.
All right, who's up next?
I want to do some investigating.
Okay.
Dane's gonna
Can you slow
investigate
down
this.
the skiff? We gotta stop and check these things out.
You do realize it's not dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I want you to stop right in front of him, and I'm gonna jump on him. I'm gonna check this thing out.
Sure. I guess I'll do that.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you make a roll for that, Dane.
Okay.
Thank God. He's just gonna run over it.
Yeah, that's what I figured was going to happen. I was going to try to stop it.
No, worse. He's gonna run over both of you.
Yeah, run both of us over.
I mean, he's been damaging Wookiees for a long time.
It's true.
Yeah, but usually he's the Wookiee.
I know.
Yeah. Took a lot of.
So this thing is very much still combat capable. How close are you going to get to this thing to do your investigation?
I'm physically touching it.
I'm going to make it have an attack of opportunity. So would you give me your agility score or whatever skill you want to use to oppose this thing's attack of opportunity?
Sure, I'm gonna brawl it.
Okay.
And my brawl is 2 yellows and a green.
Yeah.
He knows Miss Kitty.
Yeah. Kitty and I have been pawing around for a little while.
Ah,
shit.
Motherfucker.
What the fuck? All right, how's this going?
I'm working on it. My mind's melting out of my ear right now. Hold on.
Dane goes, "Oh fuck! Where's the stop button?" Clunk.
I get bit, but I'd also figure it out. What's
Okay.
different
Oh
about these
yes,
Nexu?
yes. No, I've got it. I've got this. Jurassic Park. Why would I not? So Crikey is about to grab this Nexu, which takes a slash at him. And but at the same time, he's like, it doesn't look that bad. Like it's just a Nexu. And then this thing with red glowing eyes and sheening glowing claws and electricity just arcing off of its claws and spine and tail, about twice the size of a normal Nexu, bounds out of this area, chomps down on the Nexu, grabbing it in its claws, and bounds and disappears into the woods on the other side.
Right. You want a
Dibs.
sanity check or?
Dibs. I got my new mount.
Yeah,
I'm re-rolling.
I think
I'm re-rolling Beast Rider.
that was crackling with the electricity there, mate. You see that? I don't think you can ride on that one.
Says who?
It says it's still zapping. You can hear it.
I'll get a shock suit.
We need to go. We need to go now. Now, so you can turn the truck back on. Let's go. Fuck that thing.
All right, I'm guessing the woods here are too thick.
It all happened so fast that Crikey still got his hand like out where he was gonna pet it.
Yeah.
It's just gone.
It's so fast. Right, move. I'm gonna knock him out of the driver's seat and then getting the fuck out of here.
We don't need to be too close to this.
I don't want to be that thing. That thing's scary.
All right, so as you guys pull through the intersection, this is it's a dirt road and there's not much going on here.
Sorry, I was drifting sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So, what is the plan here?
Well, right now I'm driving towards the crew, the cleanup crew over there, and I'm gonna warn them of a giant electrical Nexu in the area.
Okay, so as you pull up to the salvage team, you notice that there are some Gungan. They have like shock sticks, and they're riding. They're actually on like mounts, and they are pacing you as you show up, and you say, "Hey, crazy cybernetic Nexu." What do you say?
Just a warning out there. There's a giant Nexu straight. Is it south? Nope. It's gonna be west.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. There's a giant fucking crazy Nexu out there with electrical, cybernetics, maybe. I don't know. There's something crazy out there. Have you guys seen it?
Yeah, it's taken several of the workers. The crazy Twi'lek chick with the flame rifle. They don't like fire, and she's wandering towards you guys, and she's like, "Hey, how you guys doing? We got salvage rights here."
Yeah, we ain't here for salvage. We're actually here to combat the Nexu problem.
Oh, yeah, you're like the third group that's come out here for that. Just so you know, there's a whole pack of those cybernetic things. I wouldn't go anywhere near the northeast corner of this fields area. You will probably not make it. So an open top vehicle like that, they're just gonna pluck you out of that thing. But if
so the northeast corner, that's where we got to go.
that's a bad idea.
How many have you seen?
We've seen at least 3, but there's probably more.
Have you shot any?
I caught one on fire, and it still ate my partner.
Fair.
But it backed off, huh?
Well, with my partner, she was still screaming for a few minutes.
Doesn't like fire. You hear that, gents?
Ooh, can you say that again for my cameras?
It took my friend. Or are you saying me?
Yeah, it doesn't like fire. Yeah,
Oh,
I also like to interview you. I mean, not. Yeah. This
Thought you were trying to
is
get,
gonna
like-
be. Yeah, I don't know. You're. Would you like to be
we
interviewed to be on television? This is good.
She is not entertained. She thinks she's giving you some like sound moral advice and talked about this very somber subject, and as far as you're like joking about it. She's like, yeah, I hope you get eaten and shit out. So
You don't go up that way. That way is dangerous.
Like, have you gotten have you seen what water does to these things? They're electrical and all.
she's like, yeah, they don't seem to be affected by the water, at least as far as the rain goes. They've attacked twice while it's been raining, so I'm not positive water's a big deal to them.
All right, thanks.
These are the things that attacked the cargo walker.
That's as best we can tell. If you have a look at the side of the walker, and she points to it, it's got a military-grade Clone Wars era armor, and their claws cut through it like it was paper.
Does it look burned in places too?
It's got a few shock points, yeah. It definitely seems like some of the ordnance might have been touched off by electrical discharges.
Oof. Gonna be working those discharges.
We should probably go on foot and not get our barge destroyed.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We should probably park it somewhere. You still got that blind?
I thought that was for me to go into a tree. It only fits in my backpack.
No, I mean, you want to maybe, are these Kevin Jawas?
Those are not Kevon Jawas. They look very different. They have different robes.
Hey, real quick, what kind of contract you sign with your Jawas?
She looks at you and she's like, contract? She's like, they're not smart
Yeah,
enough for a contract.
Yeah, we actually, we thought that too. You should be really careful. If one of them gets hurt, you should just go ahead and kill it.
Don't bite one of their hands off and then help them survive. It's best to
Right.
just eat the whole thing.
Noted.
Sorry for your loss. We hope that you get your salvage rights out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's really weird shit on this transport.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, like what?
There's a ton of
glowing barrels.
yeah, I mean, there's some chemicals on here, and there's a ton of stuff that looks like Bacta tanks, but it's way too small. I mean, the Jawas would probably fit in it, but they also have this weird like bowl shape to them. It's really weird. But anyway, I did some scanning on my mercantile datapad here, and apparently some of this medical equipment could be worth a fortune. So, and the guy who sold us the salvage rights basically said that, you know, as long as we signed all our non-disclosure agreement. Oh shit! I probably shouldn't have said any of that.
Said what?
Yeah, exactly.
Keep talking?
Anyway, said as I signed my non-disclosure agreement, he would just, you know, let us have it as long as we took care of everything, and it was a really good deal.
Is there any iCore 4 logos?
And she scans through a bunch of photos of the inside of the walker, and she's like, no, most of it doesn't have logos anymore. I mean, she shows you a picture, and it's got several barrels that look very similar to the ones you've already seen, but where the symbol would be, someone has scraped all the paint off of the barrel.
Don't smell any of the gas that comes out of this.
Yeah, that's huffing fumes is usually a bad idea. That's what the Jawas are for.
Yeah, we thought we had some Jawas to do that kind of thing too, and then they basically have us by the short and curlies now. Just be careful.
And I thought the Ugnaughts were difficult to deal with.
Did you bite one of their hands off?
No, who bites a... They smell that bad. I can't imagine how they taste.
Probably like bacon.
She gives him the worst look. Like...
Maybe ham.
She's so disgusted.
You think ham, Craigie, or bacon?
Did you say hand? Yeah, it tastes like hand.
No, ham. Ham.
Oh. Yeah, a little
You know
bit.
what? It's probably more like spam. Definitely spam. Anyway, you mind if we park the boat here? We're gonna go in on foot.
It's free country. Actually, it's not even a little bit. But, I don't care if you park it there, but we're not going to, we're not going to protect it or anything. We're not going to take it either.
That's cool.
She's like, good luck. If you do insist on going over there, how long should I wait before I claim that as salvage?
2
24
weeks. No matter what, there'll be Jawas coming for it. So you can leave it alone.
Oh, okay.
So, do we have footage? We have enough footage or proof that Icor 4 is making things? Or, is responsible for genetically altering animals?
We have the story that I remembered. We have a lab door that was sealed that we couldn't get into. And we know that they have barrels in a weird purple forest.
All right. So, did we get footage of those barrels, or should we go back and?
I need to take some B-roll from a blind way up high, zooming in on the barrels from outside of the purple death zone.
Just so you know, blinds are traditionally used from the ground. I don't have any heartache with you using it as a tree stand, but it's a different thing.
You can maybe climb this tree.
Mechanically speaking, it is not going to help him one way or the other.
No.
It gives him a bonus to stealth checks.
I'm guessing the cybernetically enhanced super kitties have a pretty good perception roll.
Yeah, they sort of see thermal spectrum.
Yeah. I was just guessing that, but
it's also worth noting that it's a really long hike all the way over there, so you might not even make it.
I'm gonna drink a lot.
Okay.
Bring my
me
body
too.
temperature down.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's why I'm doing it too. Oh wait, I'm cold-blooded, but I still do it.
This is going to be a camping trip, so because if you're going on foot, it's going to be and it was already afternoon when you arrived, and then you did some combat, and then you drove over here and talked. I mean, the sun's going down now.
Yeah.
But you could still, if you want to travel through the night, you could.
I do not help us go faster outside. I could, but I have not selected those yet.
I think we should camp on this side of the road where my grog is. And then we can check out those barrels in the morning.
And alternately, you could just stay with your ship and camp there and then set out in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, too.
Yeah, let's just camp by the ship.
And then you have a nice, convenient place to set up as a bivouac.
As a quick getaway.
Bivy?
Yeah. Okay, so everyone roll your survival checks, do your stuff. You get 2 sets of bonuses strictly based on the fact that you're close enough to the scavenger camp and they're doing the same thing, that you could totally share resources and labor and stuff. You get to know them a little bit if you want.
2 of their Jawas disappear in the night. Gah. No, I swear it was a Nexu.
I just texted you.
You did. That was fucking. Oh man, almost word for word. That was hilarious.
Oh, how come I didn't get that?
Because I just texted him that I wanted to text you, that I wanted to sneak over and eat some Jawa and blame it on the Nexu.
It's like, all right, make sure that the cameras are not on Gar.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
He's a star of the show. They got to talk about the camp they're setting up.
Oh.
It's too purple for survival.
Yes. I feel like Crikey's given a really professional talk about, so when you're in this environment, you need to set this up. You do blah, 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 blah. In the background, you just see Gar like cartoon sneaking up on one of the Jawas.
Right. Like Tweety and Sylvester. Yeah. Yep. I got 1 success.
I got 1 success, 1 advantage.
Beautiful.
Can I use my advantage to be like, hey, come on, Gar. Don't make it so obvious.
He's like,
The beast color for Nexu, so I can make that sound right before I go in there.
make what obvious? That wasn't a leg.
It's like a Jawa hand reaching out of my mouth, trying to get out. No, I do not eat any Jawas. These ones seem nice.
They actually do seem, I'm not going to say nice, but they seem significantly dumber than the ones you've already met.
Do they know the Kevin clan?
If you want to try to go over there and ask them, you can. However, there aren't any translator droids. But here's how you gauge that they're not as intelligent. First and foremost, one of them keeps trying to drink coolant. Secondly, they keep using their rifles to like lean on, like
barrel
like,
under.
yeah.
So you're saying I could eat one of these?
You probably could, but it's more telling about the clan you've already encountered. Like, these seem like your stereotypical Jawas.
Yeah, we mess with some super Jawas.
That's what happens.
Wonder if they know.
That's what happens when strange
but
robots
they-
start blending DNA of certain things with other things.
So we'd be doing the universe a favor by killing and eating all of them. Wait, do I get smarter if I eat a smart Jawa?
Watch these fucking I-Core 4 motherfuckers being the Jawa, the Kevin clan.
Probably are.
I mean, one of the things you already know about I-Core 4 is that it's a defunct company.
Right.
It's not supposed to still be a thing at all. Alright, so anyone want to do anything in camp other than eat Jawas?
Set up some kind of defense so we don't get eaten in our sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. We already did survival check, so I'll take that for that. Anything else?
I was gonna try to collect a bunch of firewood and try to create some sort of way to create a massive fire.
Can I set up some kind of a perimeter alarm using survival?
Absolutely. Both
Like
of those,
running string and bells or something?
Sure, both of those are things you could do. You could even integrate the two ideas if you wanted.
I'm a little nervous with Dane going off talking about building a fire, so I'm going to go off with him and kind of make sure that's that's done safely.
You should do the perimeter so if it hits the tripwire, a flare shoots up.
Ooh, I have a flare gun. That's a good idea.
Okay. That's setting a trap, which is what I count that as, is a survival check. And if you don't want it to do any damage and just shoot the flare, I'm going to call it a 1 purple. Dane, you and Greybeard are walking the perimeter, trying to find firewood and various things to set up your big fire ability. Go ahead and both roll me perceptions. 2 purples.
Can I borrow that beast call? I'm gonna try to get a call for the big Nexu.
Sure, I was going to integrate it into my trap, but that might be a good idea. Go for it. I got a 1-4 on my trap.
Okay.
So Tyrone saw something. Let's see if I see anything. I see nothing.
So Greybeard, I don't know if your character's used to the great outdoors this way, but you swear you saw, you're not sure if it was a cat or a lion or something. It wasn't a Nexu, but there was something out there that was like pacing around the perimeter, and you only caught the barest glimpse of it. But it looks like it was headed in this direction. And Dane's with you, and he doesn't see it. He's too busy being like, I wonder if we can get enough dry wood to make a big fire.
I'm like, Dane, I think I just saw something like pretty good size, like out there in the woods over there. I think we might need to let other people know about it. I'm not much of a camping kind of guy, but that kind of scared me a little bit.
Did it scare you more than the cybernetically and electronic Nexu?
Ugly would just appear behind them.
You know, I don't know. That might be it
What'd you
out there
see?
if it's just his glowing eyes, man.
All right. Well, we got Gar setting a perimeter to shoot off a flare if something bad does happen over the night. We should be fine though.
So, Gar,
Alright.
give me a perception check. Gar?
We're doing it. What's the check?
Oh, it's let's see, this thing's stealth. 2 purples. It is not actually all that stealthy. It's just dangerous.
All right, well,
But you don't see it. There's something big out there that's probably pretty dangerous. It's definitely not a Nexu. It sounds more canine than feline. But it definitely...
Telling you, man, it's pretty scary.
It has a growl that almost makes the trees rumble, but you can't quite get your eyes on it.
can I try to track it?
It's in the middle of the night. If you would like to, you can.
I would.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a 2 purple survival check. You're with Dane and Argon.
I don't know if I want to be with them.
I know, but everyone else is back at camp, making
I'm
camp
asleep,
and
buddy.
doing videos, and it's the middle of the night.
Yeah. I don't want to be with them. I want to be alone. I'd be safer alone.
Stealth. Just go disappear into the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's see. You said survival, so I get one of these. Get that. And is there any blacks? Because I have expert tracker, which removes a black.
You already have night vision, which I assumed removes the black, but if not, you can use that. So you would normally get 2 blacks for night vision, but I think you said you have a night vision goggle set.
Yeah. Can't get those tracks. Oh wait, with the 6 advantage, could I have had some boost from that?
Absolutely. 6 advantage would give you 3 boosts.
All right, so we
Add them in and then roll them manually and then click read.
Jeez. Nope.
Didn't quite.
All right. Didn't quite make it.
All right. You spend several hours out tracking it. It seems like it's stalking you back. You guys go back and forth. But in the end, you end up giving up, and you feel like maybe it was probably a good thing you didn't encounter this thing in the middle of the night, one-on-one. Just a tingly feeling in your neck.
All right. Did I get any more information about it?
It's definitely canine. I'll say with all that advantage, you found a couple of footprints that were large canine footprints.
Some kind of dog. All right. I'll report back to Crikey.
Bipedal?
No. Well, it's
Quadruped.
Quadruped, bigger than a person. Probably bigger than Crikey.
Wolf? Wolf type thing?
Big wolf.
Yeah.
Big wolf.
Yeah.
Not bear. Okay. We got a bunch of B-roll last night, and I did some this is how you tie this kind of knot. This is what a Nexu sounds like. That kind of thing.
Gar, are you gonna try to take a power nap?
Yeah, sure.
Give me a 1 purple discipline check. If you fail it, take 2 strain.
One purple discipline.
I also had microphones in different places trying to listen for a Nexu call. Not a regular Nexu call, but one of the Nexu call I didn't recognize to try to record it on the Beast call.
You got hundreds of unique Nexu calls, but none that were that different from the rest?
I'm taking 2 straight.
Hey there, buddy. Want a cup of coffee?
Sure.
Been up all night?
Yeah, there's something out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah, I want to say that the rest of the party had a hard time sleeping too, because this place comes alive at night. And there are lots of Nexu and other predators out there.
I feel like we wake up, there's like 1 Ugnut left and 3 Jawa. There were a lot of screams in the night. No Gungans made it.
These guys actually have a pretty good perimeter setup, and the Gungans are actually pretty good with vicious animals. As incompetent as they are in any type of modern warfare, they seem to be pretty good at keeping animals at bay.
I slept like a baby. It reminded me a lot of Kashyyyk.
It would. It would remind you very much of being down in the bottom of the Shadowlands.
That's why I like it out here.
I would have slept good, but I was tracking this thing. A big dog, like really big.
Big dog, huh?
Really big.
You think it's only nocturnal, or we'll run into it out here in the daytime?
Don't know. Couldn't get any more information on it.
2 secs, I'll be right back.
Well, it being 11:30, maybe we should try to look at them barrels and fight one of these cybernetic Nexu things.
What's 11:30 have to do with it?
We're on timeline, you know. Cool. Great job, everybody.
Ooh, GM said
We should
he'd
just
be
play
right
while
back.
he's gone. So we make it into here. We look at the barrels. We realize that maybe they're
We just pick up a barrel and put it on the back of the car.
yeah. We get a barrel.
Then we drop it in the lake over here.
Shit, I fell off the boat. We do an analysis on the strange stuff in the barrel. We realize that scavenger grog is a poison to any Nexu.
Oh no, it's dandruff shampoo.
Yeah. It just collapses their cells, and we win. We win, guys. Good job. 50 XP to everybody.
Orbital bombardments all around.
Yep.
Wow, we're awesome.
Yeah. Rocks fall. The Nexus die. We did great. Good job, group. Go team.
Back, sorry.
Oh, we already solved everything.
Yeah, we win.
Okay. You solved
We,
everything by running away?
No. We snuck into the swamp and we grabbed a barrel, and then we did an analysis on the barrel and realized that any Nexu that has that radiation or whatever is also susceptible to scavenger grog poisoning. So we use scavenger grog to just kill every other cybernetic.
No. We just load up all the Jawas with the scavenger grog and then feed them to the Nexus and win-win.
There are only about
So
4 holes with this plan already.
It collapsed the cells of the Nexu, and they turned to goop, and we had a great time. Didn't lose anybody, and made some money.
Awesome. So then you woke up and you got it ready to go out on your day. Very confident that you had a plan.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're driving out or we're still walking out?
We're walking.
Alright, it's going to take you until mid-afternoon to hike all the way out there. I would like to start the action when you get to the big bridge.
I'm gonna lay down and take a picture of the strange barrel.
Okay? Unless you want to hunt anything else, because along the way you are going to. There's wildlife everywhere. So, are you going straight for your objective, or are you gonna do some hunting?
I don't want to hunt anything but the Nexu.
We're missing a person. Where's Argon? Did he land in the crate? No. Oh, he's over here.
I don't know what happened to Gar either.
He was right next to him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright. So, let me just roll something real quick. 6. So, a pack of Canucks are right here at the bridge. And they seem to be startled by something. You guys said you didn't want anything but the Nexus. So, like, these things, they're running from the direction of the bridge towards the psychedelic swamp. They're going to run into there if you guys aren't going to do anything about it. They were definitely running from something.
Yeah, I want to look around for that something.
Go ahead, give me a 2 purple perception check.
Do I feel like the ground shaking or anything?
No. But something spooked those things.
Can I lay down with my sniper rifle and look at the direction that they were running from?
Sure.
I got a 1-0.
Yeah.
I would like to see if can I see through the forest and see if these critters are at all affected by going into the psychedelic forest?
Sure. So far, Crikey's the only one who's seen anything.
That perception?
Yep.
2 purple? Or...
Yep, I'll make that 2 purple too. Keep everything consistent.
See nothing.
Yeah, that grass is really tall. They're just gone. Crikey, you seem to be the only one who sees it. And off in the distance, and it's not that big of a distance, say about 150 yards, there's a big stone way. It looks like at one point in time the river used to flow off in a different direction, but then was diverted into a pond, either by a natural avalanche or man-made disruption. So there's this huge pond over here, but in this gully over here, where the stone's been cut away by where the water previously went, there's these big rocks, and on the outcropping there are several Nexu that are definitely larger and shinier and sparkier than the normal versions. Some of them are just sunbathing, but one of them is watching your party intently.
Yeah, hold up, guys. We're being watched. Right there on top of those rocks. On the other side of the bridge, you see them? Don't make any sudden moves.
On the rocks, not down the road. Oh, holy! Look at that guy.
Yeah. So, we knew this was going to happen. Don't let anybody freak out. They have the high ground. How close do you have to be to shoot them, everybody? Hook, you got a sniper rifle?
I was going to say, he can hit him from there.
How high is the high ground?
50, 60 feet?
Yeah, that's about right.
I'd say it's exactly 57.2 feet.
Do I have a rangefinder?
Look, I bet Kitty can't get wet. Maybe we should try to make it over to the pond before we engage them. Use the water to our advantage. They can't walk into the pond, I guarantee that. They'd have to swim.
Are they afraid of water?
The scavenger said they've been out in the rain. I don't know what the difference between rain and this pond is.
One's a lot of water. One's a lot of water from the sky.
I could take up a sniper position across the pond.
Yeah, why don't you go and set up your blind and snipe them from across the pond? That's a great idea. And then I think Guy and I could play as bait over here. Dane and Argon, you want to go maybe climb up here? It might be, 5 hours away. I don't know the scale of the map, but
It's gonna take quite a ways to get there. I mean, either way. So the pond is also quite a ways away. You're talking about 150, 200 yards in any of those directions.
I gotcha.
So
I think we should all just probably go to the edge of the pond then and try to get them close to the pond.
okay. So as you get to this end of the pond, this Nexu takes notice of you as well. So now you've got two of them watching you.
Cool.
They're not making any aggressive actions, although this one's a lot more twitchy. Like its tail keeps flicking like an agitated cat. The other one seems just interested, but not aggressive yet.
Can I try to use my laser pointer now? I'm gonna try to shine it on this guy, and then the rock next to him, and then down the rock, and then across the grass and right up to the pond and see what happens.
Go ahead.
Is that a deception check?
Well,
Coordination?
it's not going to actually work. But I would like to see if you agitate it. So I'll let you, whatever you want to use, because I know what you're trying to do, but whatever skill you want to use that you think is relevant.
Survival.
Yeah. I mean, it rolled a triumph. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know. Not sure what that means in this context.
It understands it's a laser pointer, and it understands that I'm trying to fuck with it.
It might
lightning bolt.
understand that second part, but it's only got an intellect of 2.
Oh.
So
Got a 1-2 against a red and a purple.
okay, that's about the same as this thing rolled. So let's try. It doesn't react to it. It does sneer at you because it realizes you're screwing with it, and it jumps down and it disappears behind the rock.
Cool, I made it go away.
And
See that, guys?
this one also takes note of that and jumps down, and now they're both in this gully and you can't really see them.
I just lost line of sight.
Yeah, you want to put the cameras up then?
Cameras, give me vision. Guys, I know you've been getting a lot of good shots lately, but I need you to kind of peek around the corner. It's kind of scary, but I think you guys can do it.
Roll on your camera control check.
Yeah. Is that 2 purples?
I'm going to make it 1 purple if they're going to be high enough off the ground that they wouldn't reasonably be pounced on. If you want them low enough to give you better pictures, it'll be 2 purples.
I want them low. I need good video.
That's a pretty damn good check. You can see, so they zip in here, and they're making pretty relatively quick passes, but they're trying to stay out of reach of the Nexu. So one of the Nexu does take a flying leap off of a thing to try to grab it, but it can't quite get to it. You see this whole arena, including the crash back here. So there are a number of cages that are hanging open. They look really old and rusted in place. And then there's a speeder that looks a lot newer that's crashed into the side of this hill. And you can see the body, and then there's some kind of droid that's in a shutdown state next to it.
Do I know if I think there's a body in there. I only see 3 of them, and there might be cages, they might have come out of the cages. You guys hear over comms as I'm standing up and walking back towards you. Also, my droids are real fast. Do you ever see that thing?
Cages? What?
Yeah, no. So inside the gully, 3 Nexu. Back of the gully, car crash cages. So 3 Nexu, 3 cages. Maybe they live there because they got out of their cages. Maybe they were released by Icor. I didn't see if I had a logo on those. I was worried about getting hit from behind. I think we got to go in there. I think that's the problem. That's what we're being out here to hunt.
Hooks, were the Nexus sort of stimulated by the camera drones? And
Yeah, they tried to take him out. I dodged him.
do you,
Gar's gonna swim across that lake, sneak in the backside.
Yep.
I was thinking we could use the camera drones to distract them if we're trying to take out the Nexu.
So one of the problems you're gonna have with that whole swim across the lake thing, it is a rather significant steep drop on both sides. It's not an insurmountable problem. You've climbed shit before, but it's really hard to climb that kind of sheer rise. It just doesn't really do a good job of explaining, and stay stealthy. So you could
Anybody worried about anything inside that lake that might like attack you?
I'm really worried about anything that will attack me.
Gar's worried about finding a shrimp in there to eat.
Yeah,
Oh, he's just hungry. Okay.
I mean, it's not an insurmountable problem. I just sneaking across is going to be very difficult. For Gar, swimming and climbing is probably not going to be that difficult. Although Wookiees don't like to get wet, so Crikey's probably not going that way.
I'm not going that way.
Figured we'd stay in communication. You guys can just make sure I don't get ambushed, and we'll try to coordinate pincer move.
Yeah, I'm telling you where they are.
So you guys can move in slow as I get closer.
Or maybe one of them could cover you, too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Is this whole thing open on the backside? Can I just march up on the back?
So there's the pond is actually a lower elevation than both sides. You can get right up to the edge, but then it's like a sheer drop 15 feet down to the water, and then it's a sheer rise on the other side 15 feet. But you can see, like, anything your line of sight would see here.
So I have line of sight on Gar as he's trying to climb up. If they're going to try to attack him, they can get sniped.
That's right.
I'm gonna try to stay in the water a little longer, to lower my body temperature.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll a stealth check here in a minute if you are trying to sneak. What about these other 3 guys? There's this big bridge. This bridge is the only reasonable way to cross this river. It's rickety AF.
When you say reasonable, is it reasonable for the Nexu to cross as well?
Yes.
I'm going to post up on this side of the bridge.
Okay. So you're not going to try to cross it?
Not yet.
Okay. What about the other 2 guys that are with you? We got Dane, who's not really cut out for this kind of thing, and Argon, who is, but, you know, it's probably not normally his stick.
It'd be really safe for you guys is if you go to this side of the bridge.
I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, I don't believe that either.
It's called the bait maneuver. It's designed to keep us safe.
You know,
You
there's
guys
this
are
there's this
masters.
cool thing in Tabletop Simulator where if you hover your mouse over something like the bridge, it'll tell you what the description says. There should be an orange hand doing that.
Yeah.
Untethered bungee jumps. Sweet.
So how high up is that bridge? Can you bungee jump from it?
I wouldn't suggest it, because realistically it's probably only 30 or 40 feet from the water.
Okay.
But it is water with rocks in it that's rapidly moving. I mean, you could do it from that height. It's,
Yeah, it looks like a lot more rocks than water.
yeah.
So I
It
guess the
is.
other question is the river here basically sort of a. I guess you said that the river was diverted off to the left.
Yeah, it looks
But
like
is
it looks like a
it's
long
like-
time ago it was diverted.
Is it still like 10 feet from where we're standing down to where the river and rocks are?
It's
Or
more
is
than
it-
it's more than.
Okay. You know, it would have been awesome if we had a hover vehicle that could have gone across this bridge.
Yeah. Well, we didn't want it to die.
True.
Oh,
It's
and
like our only one.
you didn't want to die with it either, because what would really have been not awesome if one of the Nexu cut your repulsors, with its claws while you were hovering over that big hole.
Right.
True.
Okay, so you are waiting in ambush on this side. What's the plan here? I'm just a little fuzzy on what you guys are trying to accomplish.
I think you're both gonna enter at the same time.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Bum.
I was trying to figure out if I could make a flamethrower real quick with the shit that I have. I think the best thing that I can do is take this grog and make a Molotov.
Okay, you can get 2 Molotovs out of that even.
Excellent.
And was that grog the that was the pink gas stuff that made you smart, right? Or is that
No, that's different.
okay?
That wasn't flammable.
Do you
Dean
want some of
huffs that.
that?
I'm ready now,
Feel
guys.
better?
All right.
So you should put some explosives on the bridge, so if the Nexu try to cross on the bridge, you blow the bridge up. Anybody got anything? Argon?
I don't have any explosives or anything like that, but
It's a rope bridge, right?
It's a wooden bridge.
I was gonna say it doesn't look like a rope bridge.
It's like we can light this thing on fire.
It's
One
a,
of us could play a role and hide underneath it and just kind of.
It's a
set
very
fire to it.
very old wooden bridge.
Just shoot it.
Bring it down with your gun.
Probably spit at it.
All right, we're about to go into actual combat time, so I can move things along. So, who wants to take the first turn? I think Gar does,
Yeah,
because
I'm
he wants to swim across this pond.
I'm gonna go across the bridge.
Okay. Mikey's going to take the first turn. All right. So for the bridge, you need to roll a coordination check. As you step on it, you realize that like the planks that are across it, the nails have come loose a long time ago. So sometimes you step on one and it starts to move.
Yeah.
It is a 1 red check across this bridge. Coordination.
Me and Bridges. Me and Bridges. We
Holy
get
shit.
along like 2 successes, 6 advantage, and 1 despairs.
You didn't fail, so you did cross the bridge.
I crossed the bridge, but the bridge just gets destroyed beneath my weight.
Oh, I was gonna say you dropped your bowcaster.
No.
No, I think that that's a completely reasonable thing to say. The bridge starts coming apart into ways that only the framework is left, like the two sides. The middle section just crumbles, and if Crikey wasn't as fast as he is, he would not have made it across with his 6 advantage. It is such a distracting thing. All the Nexu can't help but look at the bridge collapse itself. They don't even notice Crikey sprinting away from it because it's making such a tremendous noise. But it does strand the other 2 members of the party on the other side, unless they want to do an incredible act of athletics to try to like hand climb these railings.
I don't know. We kind of seem like we're stranded on the safe side, right?
Yeah.
That's how I interpreted that.
That's why it's
Yeah.
Crikey's despair.
Yeah, I'd like to swim back across.
Oh, don't do that to me.
You might be able to.
Parkour.
Yeah.
So who's going next? Crikey took the first turn.
I'd like to climb up
very, very carefully and quietly, hopefully using his sound distraction to my advantage.
Please take 3 boosts to your stealth check. The difficulty on that stealth check is 1 red and 2 purples. Phew, you barely missed that despair.
All right. Now I'd like to peek over the edge.
Now I'd like to release my bladder.
I already did that. I muted my stream.
Unclenched cheeks.
So
Yes.
as you peek up over the edge, these Nexu, they are now agitated. They were just curious. Now they're agitated. But they're being territorial, like they're watching their den, which is blatantly what this is. And they're paying complete attention to this bridge. From where you are at coming up this edge, you could just see a flash of Crikey running away from the bridge.
All right. Good news. He made it safe. Can I? So I passed my stealth check. Can I get behind this rock here?
Are you going to run to the inside or the outside? So if you go if you go this way, you need an athletics check because you're climbing it. Like you're going to be free climbing it. To get over there, it's going to take the rest of your turn. Athletics check. It's going to be not super difficult, but there's still a chance of a despair. Or you can go on the inside, which is going to be, another stealth check, which once again, you could fail, but you have all this distraction happening over here.
I'm gonna go the athletics route because falling seems safer than being seen by the 3 crazy Nexu.
That is almost certainly correct. Okay.
All right.
So
difficulty.
the 3 crazy. So go ahead and take your 3 boosts again, and roll your same check again. Basically, roll the same check one more time. Okay, one of them is going to see you. You can make it all the way back there.
I thought we were doing athletics, not.
Oh, okay. So with a 0 success, I'm going to say that you come across a sheer face where you can't cross the way that you wanted to, and you have to either go back to where you started or climb all the way down and then try to climb all the way back up.
You remember a moment a while back with Crikey where he dropped you a rope and you refused to use it.
That doesn't sound familiar.
That was like when we went off with just by ourselves and saw the Rancor.
Nope, doesn't sound familiar at all. Hey, can I climb up instead?
Next round you can.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But yes, you can. Okay. So who's going to be next on the list? We got 2 more that need to go before the baddies are going to go.
I whisper into comms, is it go time? I got one in my sights.
Go time, go time, go time!
I guess I'll get close up to the edge here, and we only have... I'm pretty sure Archon and I only have pistols, so we might not even have range to shoot these Nexu.
You absolutely don't have range to hit them. If you walk all the way up to the edge, the closest one is at medium range. The rest are at long.
Okay.
We could probably use that for like a backup area, like if they want to start running towards us.
I would let them know that I have a spare rifle on the skiff that does medium range.
Yep, the skiff is hours away.
That would have been a good to know later or earlier.
I did tell you that earlier.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you did. I forgot.
blaster pistols are medium range anyways.
Some are.
I'm prepared to throw rocks.
No, we've got the blaster pistols that are medium range, so
What are you doing?
So we got 2 people to go.
Yes.
I'm gonna say, hey, I'm about to snipe one. You shoot at the same time, so it seems like it's coming from the front.
All right, sounds good. I don't think they can cross the river to get to where we are.
Okay, so Dane, you're gonna do covering fire while the sniper shoots. So you're gonna roll a deception versus their intelligence. So you're gonna roll a 2 purple deception, and then Hukruz is going to shoot his sniper shot. It's
I can
long.
only see the big tall one.
It's long range to that one. And they are adversary 2. So you're going to have a 1 red, 1 purple check.
No setbacks.
No, he's as clearly silhouetted in daylight as he possibly could be. Dane, how'd your deception roll go?
Happening now. Haha!
Holy shit. Okay, before I resolve that, Kizik, can you make your check? Alright, you are gonna hit. I think it's a critical too.
That is a crit.
Okay, well you roll your 2 favorite dice. Dane, how would you like to use your triumph? I will let you blind luck fire and somehow hit from that range for a triumph.
I was thinking that I initially thought that I hit one of these rocks and the rock started to crumble, and I'm not sure if that's gonna. There's no way that the pistol can do enough damage to make the rock fall on him and kill him, but.
Yeah, you can't insta-kill these guys regardless, game mechanic-wise. Like, even with Destiny tokens and a Triumph, you can't give these guys. They are bosses. If they were minions or the light Nexu, I actually would let you do that. But it comes back to that problem of sometimes you guys want to use things on the big bads that you just can't do.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go for the simple. Yeah, you said it's medium range to the closest one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and use I was trying to scare him off, and I accidentally shot him and hit him.
Okay, you can do that. If you want to do the rock side thing, you can still do that. You just can't kill it like that.
Yeah, no, I think with this pistol, having the pistol tear down the rocks is probably over the top and more ridiculous. I'll just shoot it and hit it.
Okay, go ahead and give me weapon damage plus your successes.
All right, so it's 1 success, so 8 damage.
All right. Alrighty, so you actually hit him in one of his little eyes, and he gets real agitated.
The other one took 9, pierce 3.
9, pierce 3. And a critical. Alright.
Yeah.
So, that brings us to the baddies. Dane, you shot one of them in the eye.
Sure did.
He comes bounding across this lake. He comes bounding across this distance using his whole turn. He rolls his athletics check, and he jumps. He's coming right at your face. And you're like, oh my god. And then he misjudges the distance, and he grabs on. He doesn't completely fall, but like he hits the edge and scrabbles his way up and loses the rest of his momentum and attack, getting up on the edge, and is now probably 5 or 6 feet away from you.
Holy shit.
Yeah, pretty angry. This one gonna start to follow his buddy. Skid to a stop when he sees that he didn't make it, and he's looking confused, and then he turns, and crikey, he's looking right at you now, as he realizes that maybe running across that bridge isn't the best idea.
Yeah, I thought so too.
This Nexu is going to jump over here, and jump into the lake.
No shit.
Yep.
There goes my theory.
And that's their turns. Mr. Argon, there is a huge Nexu about to eat Dane. Maybe 8 feet away from you.
Well, but he's still in the gulch, right? I mean, he is not up here on the side of us, right?
He is. He just lost the rest of his turn to a bad roll, so he didn't get to attack.
Gotcha. Okay. I thought he was like still hanging out down here. I'm definitely attacking this guy.
I mean, even if he was just hanging off the edge, you probably still should shoot him.
Oh no, I was just wondering. I'm definitely going to shoot him. I just didn't know the severity.
There's few scenarios where knockback would be real sweet right now.
It absolutely would. There's a couple things that would be real sweet right now.
With swift kick to the bottom jaw. But nope, we're going to definitely go for a shot. We're going to go for an aim shot on him.
Okay.
Are we getting two blues on that one, or is it just one?
He has acted, so you don't get your quick strike. But you can aim, which is one of your blues. And then your light ranged attack, which is 3 yellows.
Your DC 17 also is accurate one.
He's not using his DC 17 unless he's switched on me.
No, I wasn't.
You can, but you have to call that kind of thing out, because earlier you were talking with police officers, and that's a restricted weapon, so you had told me originally you weren't going to carry it.
This is true. Yeah, so we better not go back on that. Okay, so what am I rolling against?
Oh, let's see. You are at short range. He is adversary 2, so it's 1 red and 1 purple.
All right.
All right. Give me your damage.
Remind me how to do the damage again.
You take the damage off the card, you add that to your number of successes, and then that is your raw damage. And then you check to see if you have any enough advantage to, like, trigger a critical, which you don't.
Nope, so it's 7.
Okay. I don't think this guy's taken any damage yet.
Is that the one that I hit?
Yeah.
No, that's the one. That's the one that you hit. Okay, that one has taken damage. That's good. You guys can tag team that one. He said 7.
Yep.
All right, it's now just as damaged as the one shot with a sniper rifle. Alrighty.
Yay.
Top of the round. Who wants to go first?
Is this top of the round 2? Or is this round 3?
2, I think. Why?
Okay. I was just making sure because I didn't go last. Yeah. I just ran across the bridge. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to shoot this next to.
But you rolled. You started the last round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just making sure that this is top of the round like that.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, I'm going to shoot this guy. Bowcaster.
Okie dokie. He's just within short range. So that's, for him, it's 1 red, 1 purple. None of them have actually gotten to attack yet.
So that's 16 damage.
Okay. That is a shit ton of damage, but that's the fresh one.
And my 2 advantage, I'm going to disorient him.
Okay. You take a chunk out of this thing. Cybernetically enhanced or not, that bowcaster does just a fuck ton of damage. part of its spine that has been enhanced with these electric plates goes flying off, arcs of electricity, and it howls as it seems to now be electrocuting itself.
Ooh. He's bugged.
Who's next?
So we got a Nexu swimming in a pond towards me.
You sure do. Well, I mean, it's a pretty big pond, but yeah.
His head is above the water.
Red or blue?
Red.
His head is above the water.
Excellent. His head's going to have a bolt in it.
Okay. He is much closer now. He's within medium range. So
that's now 2 reds.
Yes. I think that's right.
It's 2 purples upgraded twice for 2 reds.
I'm going to give you a black, too, because his head is the only part that's showing.
Yeah, got it.
Also, remember that that's not a blaster you're holding. That's an actual physical shoots a bullet rifle.
God, oh man, I made awesome sound effects. I said, I've shot it 4 times and 4 things have fallen. This thing is not. I'm not happy.
Oh, you want a sound effect? Here you go.
Oh, that's 11 pierce 3 to the top of its skull.
Just did it. You killed the first Nexu. It sinks into the water as its gory head dyes the water red. That's going to disappoint Gar. He probably wanted to wrestle with that thing in the water.
I think he'd be all right.
But he had the perfect position to jump on its back and everything.
You're right. I was probably going to jump on its back once I thought about it.
That's all that you were going to do. I already do it. Speaking of which, who's going next? Crikey
what do you want to do?
And Hookers have done.
All right, guess I am doing my best to focus and aim and shoot this guy that's standing right in front of me.
Are you sure?
You could jump into the lake.
Could do that.
You run your blankety blank off.
Shoot it, man. Just shoot it.
I'm trying to think of, because I don't have anything that'll create a fire immediately. I only have a glow rod in front of me. So I don't think it would take too long to start a fire, right?
Unless you
flip a destiny token to have a Molotov cocktail.
You have a flare at anything? You have a flare at all, or?
I just have a glow rod.
I will allow you to flip a destiny token to have made your grog into a Molotov cocktail if you would like.
Yes.
Okay. You now have 1 Molotov cocktail. It's a light ranged attack.
You say this guy is feet in front of me?
Yeah, he's a few feet in front of you. You might want to back up a little bit and then throw.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna run back a few feet and give it a toss.
Okay. 1 red, 1 purple.
And since I'm doing all that, I don't get to aim.
Like a French revolutionary.
You can take 2 strain in it.
Yeah. I already rolled. Alright.
The good news is you did not catch yourself on fire. And you've put a gout of fire between you and the Nexu, which is also a good thing.
As it smiles and walks right through it to rip your face off.
It's not going to walk right through it. It's definitely going to back away from it. But it's when I said, "Are you sure?" It was a 3-letter word, something along the lines of "run."
Yeah.
That I was thinking of.
Well, I figured if I ran, it might eat Oregon and not me. But all right.
I mean, it's a predator. It's got a 2 intelligence. Its instinct is going to be when something runs from it to chase it down.
Yeah.
I can't believe the laser pointer didn't work.
So, ooh, that's interesting. All right, so who's taking the last player slot? Probably should be gone.
I think it's me, right?
Gar hasn't gone.
I'd love to take it and get the heck out of there.
It's the
Move
last
my
player.
character far.
Sorry, it's the last player slot before the bad guys go. There's another player slot after the bad guys go. But if Gar takes this slot, chances are Argon gets eaten and doesn't get a turn. So
No, I'm taking that and I'm running my rear end off, or not running my rear end off, but I'm going to move closer to the fire in the exact opposite direction of wherever the cat is.
all right, keep the fire between you and I like that a lot.
I am going to be doing that.
So I'm going to count that as your maneuver, and then you can still roll an attack if you'd like.
Oh, we got to shoot. We got to shoot too. I mean,
Blindly behind you as you're running away.
well, no, I'm kind of going closer to the flame, kind of stepping over there, so I'm kind of in between this
I mean,
cat and
doing
the
a quick
flame.
doing a quick eval in the running away from the Nexu. The slower person gets eaten race. Argon actually loses.
Yeah, I have no desire to run away. I do have a desire to play it close to the fire.
1 red, 1 purple. Shooting in face. Nice. Okay. So do your damage.
That gives us a 10. And I think that crits also, doesn't it?
So if you look at your card, it'll say critical is 3, and you're 2 advantage, so you're 1 short, but you can still use your 2 advantage for something like passing a boost to the next player, or
knocking it back.
Or no, he doesn't have knockback.
Oh, blubber.
Not
fire.
a lot of ranged weapons do. You can give it a setback by saying that between the fire and your fire, you can give it a setback on its attack if that's how you'd like to go. Because it is.
So I can't do anything like blinding it temporarily or anything like that.
That would just be giving it a setback. Narratively, you can describe it however you want. But yeah, it's going to take a black dice on its roll if you do that.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna basically get something against this thing. So
okay,
I'll give it a setback.
So only 2 baddies left. Do you have any defense, Crikey, from melee?
I do not.
So this one is going to bound towards Crikey and just try to use his pounce attack. It's energized claws. Does it get a boost for that? No. Use the aim maneuver. So it is going to boost. Alright, so a couple things happen here. Using the pounce attack, it automatically gets knocked down. So it did successfully do it, so it does automatically get knocked down. So you're going to be on the ground. It also does 8 plus its... Oh shit, it does damage and stun? Oh no, it needs 2 advantage to trigger stun. Okay, so you don't get stunned because it got threat. You get 8 damage plus 3, so 11 damage. There's no pierce on it. And I don't think he critical. No, he got threat, so he didn't critical. With his 3 threat, you are going to get a boost to counterattack or you can instantly hop up from knockdown, one of those two, on your turn.
I'll get advantage to counterattack you.
Okay. Argon and Dane. One of you is going to be red, and one of you is going to be blue. Who wants to be what?
I'll go for the red.
Argon it is. Alrighty. So, it's going to roll the same kind of attack. Do you have any melee defense on your sheet? You don't even know how to look for that. So for future reference, when I ask that, what we're asking is right here where it says defense. You will have natural, melee, and ranged defense listed here on your sheet. That is from your abilities and such. You also need to check your armor. So like you said, you're wearing this thermal cloak as your armor right now, on top of what you have on your sheet. If this had extra defense, you would need to check that for defense. As it turns out, you don't have that, but that's where you would look for it when I ask that question.
Joy.
Which means this is the exact same check. Okay. That's going to go down a little differently. So you're going to take 10 damage, and you're going to take 10 stun. So you take 10 wounds minus your soak. So that's 7 wounds. And then you take strain minus soak. So you're going to take 7 strain. That math worked out pretty good. So
it's 7/7 is what I have, or is that 7/7 is what I'm reducing it by?
So these haven't been updated. Obviously, you haven't been using your tickers here, because these should all be 0, unless you, well, except for strain. I think you did take strain from something earlier.
Yeah, it was like a month ago.
But those should all be zeroed out, because you haven't taken any damage. So these would both go to 7. That's your wounds. You take 7 wounds, and that's your strain. You take 7 strain. On your character sheet, you'll see that you have numbers here for wound and strain. When you hit those numbers, then consequences start happening. But narratively, what happened is this thing just sank its claws into you and then pulsed electricity through its electric claws. And it hurts a lot. And your body is not having muscle movement the way that it would normally have. So it has come around the fire and pounced on you. So what that means, Dane, is that it is at your feet attacking Argon. It is right in front of you. Gar, it is your turn.
So I hear the Wookiee scream as I saw that thing charge at him from really far away. Can I get a shot in between those rocks, or do I have to get closer?
That's going to be a long-range shot. Do you have a long-range weapon?
Yep.
With
I have the DC-15.
With disadvantage, I'll give you 2 blacks on it, but I'll let you take it. 1 black because it's entangled with an ally, and another because you are hanging from a rock face. Really, that second one's probably an upgrade, but I'll make it a black. And it is long-range attack with a non-sniper rifle, so you are going to be rolling it as a 1 red and 2 purples. My players are so much more artistically talented than I. Oh, we're over on time, too. I just realized that.
I'm gonna aim. I missed.
Nope, didn't quite make it. As a consolation prize and to speed things up, I will let you swing up onto this ledge if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. That makes it top of the round again. The good news is they're almost dead.
Yeah, neat and tidy. I'll take the top of the round.
Okay.
I think I'm underneath it.
Yes.
I'm gonna put my bowcaster into its chest and pull the trigger.
Okay, you know that is a difficult mechanical thing to do, though.
Oh, didn't he roll threat last time?
Did, but
You have an advantage. Or you have a boost dice.
You have a boost dice, but you have to understand that, like, mechanically in this system, this is the problem that Gar was running into last time. saying I'm going to stick it in there and it's definitely going to hit is not a thing in this game system. You are better off either melee attacking or disengaging with it and then shooting it.
Alright, then I'm going to roll out from underneath it and disengage and shoot it in the face.
Okay. That is a 1 red check. Sorry, 1 red, 1 purple. As of where the other check would have been 1 red and 3 purples.
I moved, but I'm going to take 2 strain so I get a boost to aim. I'm going to try to...
Oh, you did it.
Oh, I did it.
Oh, you did it. And considering how much weapon damage your stuff does, I don't even need to figure it. It's dead.
Yeah, it does a lot.
So you got that one.
Yeah.
With your triumph, would you like to take a second shot?
Oh, sure. I'll try to save Dane and Argon.
Go ahead and roll that exact same check one more time.
Yeah, I'll shoot Argon. I gotta save him from being eaten.
This needs a little bit more oomph. How much damage does that do?
Put me out of my misery.
It does 15?
It does 15.
Yeah, he's done.
Sweet.
Yay!
Series of shots goes off, and Crikey has saved the day. That's actually pretty badass.
No.
Yep.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yep. Now you guys can investigate this site if you would like.
What impacts do I have?
Can we check it out next episode?
You can if you would like to, but it should only take a moment. It's basically
Okay.
just loot.
What's over there, guys?
Check
How are we
this
gonna
droid
get it?
out.
We'll
Oh, I love droids.
let's save turning the droid back on for the next episode because that's the only thing that's going to take some time.
Right?
Well, I stick a stim pack into
Ooh, that's
Argon.
nice. Didn't help, but it's nice.
What's this? Oh.
What's that say? If anyone finds this, please tell. Oh, I'm sorry.
You can read it. You can read it.
Okay. I was trying to zoom in on it. That's not. Hold on.
M key zooms in, or you can also just move your camera and then scroll.
If anyone finds this, please tell Sij Mavi that I'm sorry I didn't listen, and I love her. I dag the cur. P.S. And kick that lion Moncal rural justice right in his sacks. Wow.
That's the guy who hired you.
Yeah. Interesting. Somebody should hold on to this.
All right. So you guys have found this dead Twi'lek and his droid and a data pad as his last will and testament. And, yeah. That's where we're going to pick up on the next episode.
Feels like I love your Cookie Monster.
Both of you guys are so much more artistic than I am. They're both
I
really
just said
good.
a robot stepping on people, that's all.
It's still really good. Anyway, what'd you guys think? I know I went over and we had that problem with the sound early on. I apologize for that.
No, it was a good game. I liked it. It was fun. I didn't like the fact that I got, kind of injured, but, it is what it is.
You almost got killed.
Kill it? No. I live to fight another day.
This time.
It's okay, because Dane would not have been able to take even what you took.
I think we're somehow like the exact same as far as soak and damage.
Yes, but in the turns in between, he can do a shit ton of damage.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so that's where we're at, and you guys can further evolve this story. Things are starting to come to a head. You're starting to figure some things out. And you've gotten lines on 2 of the big bosses of the world, animal-wise. So, it'll be interesting to see if when you guys hunting those.
Oh, was the canine one?
Yes, that's one of the big bads.
Oof.
That's why I was like, you're really glad you didn't meet it alone in the dark. Which, by the way, he tried to do to the Rancor too.
Yeah.
Like, he keeps being like, ooh, I should go chase these things that can kill the whole party by myself in the dark.
I just want to see what they are.
I just want to poke you with a stick.
Yeah, put eyes on it.
Yeah, I gotta see it. I can't just go back and tell him like, hey man, I found something. I don't know what it is. I didn't see it. I couldn't get a good read on the tracks, and I basically followed it around, and that was it. Like, hey man, look, it bit my arm off.
Yeah.
I'm like a Kevin.
Oh, the Kevin thing was so good. It's so I didn't plan any of that. I just, when you bit the thing's hand off, I was like, how do I make this come back? And then I
We
was
were
like,
friends at the end of it too.
no.
I saved him. He rode around on my back.
You were very persistent of, no, we're totally friends. I pick him up and put him on my back. And I was like, he's terrified and shivering. And you were like, yeah, we're friends.
Yeah, it sounds like fake news.
And jumped into a lake to chase after a giant squid.
Yeah.
And just left him there.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I kept him with me. I don't know how he breathes, but that's his problem.
The Kevon Jawas. It's gonna be so good.
This is all going to tie back to the Kevin Jawa we had last season.
I told you not to splice their DNA together.
Wait, I did that?
Yeah,
No.
Dr. Payne did, yeah.
Dr. Payne
What did I splice your DNA with?
You made a bunch of Franken Kevins and sent them out in the world with the ability to morph into any DNA they came across.
That wasn't with the Jawa though. That was with the Kevin delivery kid.
With the ability to morph into any DNA they came across. Don't you remember
Gotcha. Yes, I do. I just didn't remember the Jawa part, but yeah.
Well, they didn't come across a Jawa at that point, but they can absorb other DNA. So, like, they can become anything.
Nice.
For all you know, the Rancor is going to be named Kevin.
Yes. I'm hoping that is true. I'm all for this. Dr. Payne's legacy is a great one.
Yeah, even though we went back in time. Nobody cares, though.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know. He might have figured out how to go back in time, like with a toilet time machine.
Yeah. You guys have a good night. I'll see you guys later.
You too.
Later, man.
Thanks for hanging out and running late.
Have a good one, guys.
Take it easy.
Right.